Blog Talk Radio.
Are you not quite sure of you? Does a heart that pound within you now know what must be true? Is the sun forever hiding? Have you still got clouds to see? There I am, the rainbow to guide you. Oh, if you please. Only hearts as strong can weaken. Only hearts as strong can cry. Only hearts that feel the way ours does can understand the why. Only love as strong as kindness can release you from the chains of a love so strong for someone true. Only hearts like ours remain. Are the storm clouds slowly moving? Are the pictures getting clear? You would long not see the heart that's mine. You must know that I am near. I will take you in my arms tonight. I will show you what it means to at last see why, to know the love only hearts like ours can see. Only hearts is strong can weaken. Only hearts is strong can cry. Only hearts that feel the way ours does can understand the why. Only love as strong as kindness can release you from the chains of a love so strong for someone true. Only hearts like ours remain. Only hearts like ours remain. Only hearts like ours remain.
And good evening. Welcome to the exposure of the biggest lie that enslaved humanity's mind. Completely, so eloquently, so perfectly. Most of humanity, even when you tell them, still don't believe you. Legal name fraud. As so eloquently put the other day, yesterday maybe, whatever, who cares? It's now. You cannot do what you cannot do. And if one says they do not wish to break man's law, well then don't. Liar. Because you're breaking the law if you use a legal name. It's a deliberate setup. That's Can you not see how simple this trap is? Hey, let's get everyone thinking that they're a star, titled Mr. Mrs. So-and-so. Congratulations! I now pronounce you Mr. and Mrs. fucking superstar of Lucifer's world, worshipping your titles. And look, you have the right to have... oh, please. Oh, yeah. Yeah, tittles. Tits of L, Lucifers. Going to hit some anagogic stuff, as always. I'll come in at a low angle here just so that I don't lose too many of you too quickly. That's not a statement of arrogance. It's a statement of knowing what you got in your head and what you can share and what needs to be done to be able to share it where it's understood. It's those constant daily looking at yourself. Am I nuts? No. Yeah. Sort of feels like that some days. Yeah, so as I just posted in the Skype room, this is some great, if you want to take advice, this is some great advice. And I'm just going to When you're talking to those that are still deeply in the matrix, and those that aren't quite as deep, that are starting to get it, they're typically the ones that are at least looking are easier to reach at a higher level. However, keep it simple. And this is one of the reasons why I spend so much time giving you little things that you can simply paraphrase. It's just what the truth is, not what Kate says, not me. Okay, this is just what the truth. Because I say it doesn't make it Kate's. It's truth. That's all it is. Leave me out of it. That's where demons get all connected with stars of Lucifer. Idol worship and separating yourself from me and others in this brilliant program. The third pole switch, that's the reptilian brainstem that got in between your own light switch, which you need one because the light's on. The mind and heart working together as pure light itself. Yeah. You got your own black hole. Get it? Your own source of creation? Yeah, you don't need to be sucked into this one. I see the whole flat Earth thing, the way it's been laid out, simply like a billiard ball that smashed into the truth, trying to bounce like marble. It was the Elgin Marbles, by the way, is the YouTube video regarding the friezes of the Parthenon in Athens. Yeah, the Elgin Theater, that kind of thing. And these things resonate with me. I'm going to bring you back to the Cave Hill tonight as well. I'll show you the family connection and how the ring got closed. They actually made a movie called Closing the Ring, shot on the Cave Hill. I'll get into that in a minute. It's a fairly large fractal, all right? The best advice is simply this. Paraphrase. Keep it simple with people. Don't be pulling any loop-de-loops on this, okay? Like Phoenician. These are the things that you learn to use to see it and prove it to yourself, to anyone else. The only thing you can do is show them, oh, look how coincidental this is, and how coincidental this is, and how coincidental everything is. And then they start to stop seeing coincidences, and they start seeing only the dots of coincidence that bring everything together. One idea. And the one idea that tricked humanity, the bonesman, taking the rho IB, the spirit breath of the IB, the EB, that you are you, right, from you with an idea, just the fixed idea, the dog, idea fix. And they've made you their Asterix, using an Obelix to do it. Short wee shitsies Romans, eh? Asterix, not very tall. So anytime you're talking to, where was it? There's share this little piece. Okay, yeah. Please don't just hand out pamphlets and documents others have written, i.e., anything I've written. Don't just hand it out. Read the fucking, okay? It's not a magic sword until you read it. You got to sort it out. Get the shit out of yourself first. Read it, then it's something that you can paraphrase. Very simply, the idea is simple. Humanity is committing a felony every time they think they need to be a legal name, title, company, business, legal entity at all. You're breaking the law. You're walking around in the City of London state, barking orders without a bar card. Okay? You're a Jewish citizen of the City of London state. That's the circumcision of the flesh. It doesn't involve a penis. Penis is the allegory of intention, your masculine aspect, the intention within self. The male within you, coming from the female within you, the creation. Remember, creation and intention, cause and effect, ebb and flow, all contained within you. All someone had to do was redirect that to their own ends and means. All menace-like, okay? So indeed, please don't just hand out pamphlets and documents others have written. You're a fucking parrot if you do that. That is how they, and that's, you know who they are. The non-believer, no, I can't do it. Anyway, categorize folks into the crazy conspiracy groups. We don't have conspiracies here. There's only one conspiracy going on, and it encompasses every other conspiracy in the same egg, same basket. There's not a crime on this planet can't happen without legal name, reality. Think of it as body insurance. What it's saying is, like, if you fuck up and do something evil, that you still have a way to get out of it. That's what courts are. Okay? There's no getting out of your own self-judgment. You can't escape you. That's the whole part of consciousness that you are. Going back to the Hotel California, you can stab that with your steely knife, but you just can't kill the bee as truth. Beast. You have to kill the beast to be as truth. That's where the beast, the centaur, the true spirit climbs out of the man beast. Man and beast. Okay? It's a very big allegory. Knowing thyself. This is all this is about. I know it sounds crazy and simple, but that's all this is. And the only way you're going to find out who you are is to look for the things that you believed you were because someone else said you were. Someone said you were Muslim. Someone said you were Jew. Someone said you were Christian. Someone said you were male. Someone said you were female. Someone said you were straight. Someone said you were gay. Someone said you were Irish. Someone said you were East Indian. Someone said you were Brazilian. Someone said this, that, and the other. These are all constructs based on worship. You know, the kings and queens worship. Because all that needs to happen there is for your energy to... A thought is creation itself. Thought. Right? You got to melt the truth within you. See, this is the thing. When you melt the lies within you, the cold hard truth is Jesus walking on water. That's the allegory. You're walking on the cold hard truth. It's frozen solid. There's no getting through it. There's no getting through that ice. And that's exactly what is occurring on the flat plane. The ice is, right? It's a big skating rink. Divine Feminine T-in spirit rink. Okay. The Bonesman, the 322 crossing, skull and bones. Yeah, that's the rib of Adam, creation itself that they took. The spirit breath of the EB, the Most High Mind. Okay, and they bridged it with a third pole called a reptilian brainstem, interfering in the ent, the mind, the Jacob's ladder, DNA, and right? They divided it. Okay, split the atom. They're all about splitting the atoms here. Have you ever noticed that? You see, this is the way this black hole sucks energy. It feeds on death itself. And it controls the bodies, the horizontal and the vertical. And what's happened and what is happening now is they've lost control of that, the power of the grave. You see, because no longer can any life force be sucked through the grave through any thought intention. The tombstones are empty now. And in the same way that the German Wings co-pilot scenario played out is exactly what's been going on, and it's a very short fractal now, approximately about 45 minutes. Barcelona to Barcelonette. Okay? It's a very short flight. You see the fractal, that flight is the fractal of all of creation coming to bear upon itself. And I'll tell you what it is. Excuse me, the co-pilot locked the pilot out. That's what this reality is. The legal name is the co-pilot that locks you out of your own reality and takes over your plane of existence and will fucking drive you into the Alps. When instead, Spartacus, you're supposed to go over them. Legal name fraud. That's the Alps. I'll give you an example in an email. Brilliant advice. Just let me finish this off, and I'll bring that into an email for you. That if you're going to hand out flyers, you might as well be standing on the street corner with a fucking tambourine, with your head shaved and a funky yellow outfit, toga thing, singing Hare Krishna, handing out flowers and fucking pamphlets, as far as I'm concerned. Because you're a fucking Mooney until you actually read the thing and know what is in the squiggles. Now it has birth. It has somewhere to live, right? Birth is the idea of truth in your heart and mind. And don't worry, once it's birthed there's no peer pressure that can remove that from you. Nothing can pry you from your helm. You know, a lot of helms going on out there. Have you noticed? Jade helm. Yeah. I'm watching the fractals close in on themselves. It's quite fascinating to watch. Watching the world change in real time, knowing how and why it's doing it. Watching it like a symphony. And we're at the crescendo. The Kiro es endo. Edo used to be the capital city of Japan. Now it's called Tokyo. Oh yeah. Took a yo-yo. You took a yo-yo. Indeed you did. I'll get into the allegory of the spiritual aspect, remove it from the metal of the samurai sword to show you what it really means to stand in truth. It's quite brilliant, actually. You'll find your own wave pattern when you sort out all the carbon out of you. Get it organized. Don't let anyone categorize you as a Hare Krishna Mooney, okay? Handing out little pamphlets like some fucking real estate salesman. You got to know what you were saying and why. Paraphrase, Kate. Paraphrase this voice thing, whatever this is for you. Paraphrase the truth. Don't get caught up in some star, Luciferian star, author and writer and radio. No, lose all of that. Okay, you got to lose that, because you see, the thing with me is you can't steal my light. Okay, you can't steal it through any form of Kate of Gaia, through any form of essay, or through any form of music, or you cannot steal any of my light. The light that I am is freely given. Okay? There's no contract there. You accept or deny, doesn't matter. I'm going to shine anyway, because it's my light. It's my way, my truth, my life, my light. Unquenchable. The only thing that makes this fire burn hotter is water. Truth. This is controlling, this is the airbender moment of controlling the elements. So know what you were saying. Why is it illegal to use a legal name? Well, it's easy to prove. It's not your contract. Your mom and dad didn't have the right to give that to you. Yet they did. So mom and dad broke the law, aiding and abetting you into breaking the law, and the sin returns to the grave. That fraud has been revealed. It's a very simple one. There was intent to deceive. It wouldn't exist otherwise. The mere fact that it exists is the intent to deceive. You see? It is what it is. Nothing more, nothing less. It's a very clear intent. They didn't tell you all the details, did they? No. They don't want you to know the details. That's why so many of us have went around as investigative journalists and whatever you want to call the roles that we have played in this movie, have went around collecting the pieces of the puzzle that you needed to see. I collected mine, others collected theirs. I just like so very few others, but I like so very few others, and more now. Just simply sat down to put all those pieces together, because it was quite a Humpty Dumpty shattered egg that needed to be seen for what it was. And, I see two eggs, one evil, one good. creation being good and evil. So, it's a very simple, line of demarcation, the mark of Christ shun. See, Christians are Christ shuns. They will tell you otherwise, but then they don't know what their book is actually saying that they supposedly worship. And you shouldn't even be doing that. It's a handy book. I see the Bible as handy as, the Black's Law, the Church and State. I just put both of those books into the one story, and they're both telling the same thing. So keep it simple for people. You don't need to do loop-de-loops yet. And very well put here. Know what you're saying and why. Paraphrase Kate. I'm going to use that only as the noun to verb concept. Okay, so when you see Kate, see what I represent, not what you think I am. I know who I am. I walk the path of Kate, but I am not a name. I am all names, just like you. All paths. You choose the one you want, though. Free will choice. But not too much of the anagogic Phoenician language. They do not yet have the eyes to see, or have eyes to see, and more of us will need to experience this exact type of scenario before them. So just understand that everything that anyone comes at you with in a legal sense is pure and utter gutter snipe. Okay? They don't know that yet. All right? And you'll know where they are on Jacob's ladder because you were there once. Be there with them. See from their eyes. Walk with their feet. With them. Give them a little tug, though, And if you find it starts to get a lot of resistance, like, I don't know about you, but I would, if there's a group of friends standing around and they're all talking about wanting to go for a walk, and I said, okay, well, I'm going for a walk. I'm going to go this way. And they're still trying to fight about what direction they want to go, and I just want to go for a fucking walk. I don't care where. Okay? This direction, that direction, doesn't matter. The whole intent was, I didn't have a purpose set. The purpose was, the objective was just to go for a walk. And they're all trying to decide where they want to walk to, who they want to walk with, why they want to do it this way, where they want to stop, and literal monkey chatter, and fuck them. If you want to come for a walk, come this way. I'm just going for a walk. And some of you decided, what a good idea, let's just go for a walk. Let's go and see what's really going on. And that's all we've done. I didn't put any destinations there. There is but one destination anyway, truth. And that's a journey, baby. It's kind of how the game works. There's no destination. De-stun, not applicable shun. Yeah, I don't have one of those. So it's just a matter of just get the word out. That's all it takes. And know what you're talking about. Have a rough idea of what you're talking about. So my answer was simply this. Yeah, keep it simple. Level flight. Don't show them any loops just yet. Just the loophole of loopholes. We're here to use this skeleton key to open all the closets. The closed S's. The clothed, as in clothed, closets. Right? Claus, Santa Claus. The claws of an eaglet. Yeah, Promethean-like. See what I mean about... I can dance you with Phoenician all day long. Just enough to show you that, wow, that's kind of cool how that, it works. Yeah, it's a single thread. It's really neat. They are the self-proclaimed bonesmen, okay? That's the rib stolen, the ro I-B, the rib stolen from creation itself. The black hole sucking life and light into it. All they needed was to make you think you were or something else. Dragon you down. Yeah. Dragon down. The co-pilot of humanity. That's the demon, the id entity, the ego, and the id. The id ego, the indigo, the false purple. They're the purple people eaters. Purple. You know, have a little bite on the north and a little bite on the south. They'll keep munching away on you. Peephole. Because you left the peephole open. The peephole is the peephole called legal name. We the peephole. At least you know what the contract is when you think you have something to do with a without standing clause. Constitute, shun. Yeah, statute means to stand. Statute, statute. Either way, you're sitting or sat, you know? Yeah, stit you infinitely and statuate. Yeah, statue. Freeze. F-R-I-E-Z-E. Oh, well. Time to get the freeze on. Or be the free on. The free one. It's inert, don't you know? Freon. What is it used in? Well, alternating current. Oh, right, AC. Air conditioning. Yeah, and they stopped using that, right? Chlorofluorocarbons. They don't like things that destroys their carbon reality. Yeah. Interesting, the whole idea of the samurai. Here, I was going to go to I'll get back to the samurai. Again, I just like finding allegories that I can relate to show you the same story, because they're all telling you the same thing. Yeah, just like the Barcelona to Barcelonette, the co-pilot locks the pilot out, you getting locked out of your own creational world through the legal name. The co-pilot is the legal name, the demon, the Lucifer, the whore of Babylon, mark of the beast, all of this. Put all of the shit garbage of hell into the cockpit with the co-pilot. So that's what happens when you leave the cabin, the ka-be-in, the spirit of being. Cabin in the woods, in the wood knots. Okay? When you leave your choice behind, your cabin in the woods, because I'll tell you, that's the cabin in the wouldn't do, left behind. Took over your ship and drove you straight into the fucking Alps. And this is how desperate this Luciferian construct is. To feed on life somewhere. In the same way they've been feeding on your life through all the history lessons you got taught about death and murder and all the rest of it. And while your thoughts were tied up in that, all of that energy was going into their grave that they feed on. Remember the essays regarding the sewers, the vampires and the werewolves and the sewers allegories that I was... it's a 4-part, I think. Lights, Camera, Action might have been, or Raining Cats and Dogs, one of those. Anyway, where this allegory of the sewers, you know, I mean... that London was the first city to have sewers. You know, you talk about the life source coming off the plasma contained within the waters of urine, the waters that you're in, right? The waters that come from your universe form called a meat stick, okay? Purified by the balance of the scales of Libra, the kidneys, and the life stem cells. Contained within that, of course, the water that urine is filtered purely only from the blood of life itself. So that's the hair or the air of the dog that bit you, bits and bites. Okay? And also you're pissing your life away. Okay? So all of these little anecdotes and allegories and colloquialisms and all of these little nursery rhymes and stories and riddles and rhymes and all the rest of it. You see, what the demon has lost is the ability to rhyme. All they have left is reason, and that's all they're worried about, to keep themselves lit, because they've lost the rhyme of creation. You're the rhyme to their reason. The creative source. There's not much poetry in scientific notation, is there? Oh, they like to call it poetry of numbers, and it's not poetry. It's fucking monkey chunder. You see, you have been feeding on the wrong dog food. You see, you the dog, have been thinking, what a treat. You're getting kibbles and bits. Kibbles and bits, kibbles and bits. Got to get me some kibbles and bits. Well, let me show you what it is in the mirror. Got to get kibbutz and bills, kibbutz and bills. Got to get me some kibbutz and bills. Do you think that's a coincidence? And the butts and kills. Butts and kills. Butts. Ass. It's all about ass with these guys. Have you noticed? They're always talking about shit somewhere. I mean, seriously, going to the loo should tell you all you need to know. Feeding on the excrement. You know, they're always muck raking somewhere. Have you noticed? Yeah. I just got your email, Dee. I'm not even sure if... Oh, you are listening. Okay. Haven't had a chance to go through it. I just wanted to share this just to show you what I'm talking about, where this is a perfect example of a completely divided mind. Okay? And I'll give you the answer, and here's the emails. There was... Hi, Kate. Just thought I'd share this incident, if we can call it like that. And, well, it goes like this. I filed my... Watch the ownership taken here of the demon, the star of Lucifer, called the legal name. You know, you'll start claiming it like mine, and this is mine, and me, and this and that and the other. Okay, these are all contracts that you make, or have made, or broken finally broken. No, it's not me, dopey. It's not mine. It doesn't belong to me. It belongs to Lucifer. You know, render unto Caesar that which is Caesar's. Here, have a Caesar salad. You know, sale ad. It's all about sales and ads for these people. Have you noticed? Fucking Caesar salad. Yeah, go eat a sale ad. Say L of duality. Everything in this world. If you look at the flat Earth picture where it looks like a little part of the Earth is round, like it's going, think of it like a ball bearing going into the water, caught mid-splash, frozen. What's happening here is that's the black hole. Okay? That is, if you can envision like a zit or something that's a scar on the surface, the only way it's going to heal is if you pull it out, or in this case, just push it through. It's almost, RFID chip into consciousness. We'll just burn it out and freeze it up, right? Put it into its own freeze, deep freeze. The deep freezer, you know, the story yesterday or the day before, 2 kids found dead in a freezer. Yeah, that tied that allegory in. Oh, this place is insane. Totally fucking insane. But anyway, here, just to show you, now, listen very closely. I'm setting the objective here that you don't get caught in the quagmire of ownership that this individual is caught in, that I'm doing my absolute best. And this is all I do. All I am doing is, if you want to put it in the literal sense, I am desperate in my own compassion to save life, yours, mine, all of it. And it is in that compassion of compassions that I find the true fire of my own passion, and I am hated for it. I am loathed for it. I am attacked for it. I am all of these things. All of these things. And they water off a duck's back. But it truly is sad to observe. It truly is. When I speak to you, when I speak to any of you, it is as I speak to myself, of knowing this. You are on the verge of utter and complete annihilation. Don't go with it. Come home. So here's an example of a completely divided, in the matrix mind. Typical wheeler dealer. You know, you don't want to be one of those, do you, Mike? Sounds like you're still trying. Not that you ever listen, but whatever. Just thought I'd share this incident, if we can call it like that. Watch this. I filed my Dutch taxes online for the first time. Well, yeah, okay. Not, but whatever. I usually used paper form, but I wanted to stop getting bothered by the tax office. Oh, I can feel all your wheels turning out there, guys. Yeah, you see what I mean? I did notice all my bank accounts listed automatically, including all income. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, they fucking man tracker. Man, they want to keep track of the life source that they have under complete control. Yes, they do. There's no secrets in this world. My name on record is different at the name on my bank account, so safe to assume that they will steal any money or property as long as it is registered with the tax ID. They're both the same, stupid. I'm being gentle here. The name game, they might have caught up with it, and they used the tax ID instead to steal properties. Yeah, well, if you're an id, they're going to steal what belongs to the id. That's theirs. Don't be the id, idiot. So any income, bank account, or cars registered under the tax ID, regardless of name, can get stolen by the government. Yeah? It's real easy. There was another email before that I'd already answered. My answer to it was this: just get to where you need to be by using Babylon's reality to destroy it. When one knows the legal name is fraud, different reality now. Okay, pretty straight up. Don't like wasting time. Paraphrase. I like to paraphrase myself. It's easier. You don't have to be a fucking rocket scientist to know that using a legal name is illegal. So all I wrote back was, legal name attached equals not yours. Belongs to Lucifer's world. Leave it in Rome. All humanity is robbed at name point. To which they reply this: I understand what you... No, you don't. Don't lie to me. You don't understand what I'm saying. I can prove it with what you wrote. Liar. I understand what you were saying, but... See? When you say but, you negate everything you just said. So let's just say what it is. I don't understand what you are saying. About. Put the A in front. Christ mind in front of but, and you'll see about. So I make the previous statement, subjective statement, the objective of literal truth, because but says no. Stop. It's a butt joint. It's your head butt in the wall. Okay? That's where you stop. You don't go any further when you hit a butt. It's an abutment. Okay? So let's just make it what it is. I don't understand what you are saying about... Makes more sense now. My legal name and my birth name are two different names. Now it's true. Just had to take out their double entendre, their own double cross. First you lied to me by saying you understand something, and then you showed me that you lied to me by saying, no, I don't understand, but I want to make you think that I understand so I can get away with some more literal gutter snipe bullshit defending my little demon that has my... That's your co-pilot taking your fucking plane into the ground. Barcelonette. Okay. Now, I'll just read it as is. I wanted to make that very clear, that this is someone that does not know who they are yet at all. They're divided completely. I understand what you are saying, but my legal name and my birth name are two different names. No, they're not. One was created by one government at birth, and the other name created by me and approved by a court. Name changed. What did you use to get that changed name? Did you use that other legal name? Yeah. Yeah, you weren't supposed to. Not allowed to. It's illegal, stupid. You broke the law. The Dutch office has the name changed on their files. Yeah, they don't give a fuck what you call yourself as long as you're on file somewhere. But my bank accounts are opened with my birth name, passport. It doesn't matter. They still own it. You are lost in the fucking wilderness, kid. The only thing attached to it is the tax ID. Only thing? Yeah. Yeah, the one lie thing attached to it is the tax ID. I know. Only one lie. One lie hearts. You see? It works better with ornery hearts. Aren't we? Ornery little creatures, aren't we? Yeah. That's what life is. Wiggles around. In real life, not paper. The Dutch office get all bank accounts and match it with a tax ID. You cannot open a bank account without a tax ID or proof residency. Yeah, you Spoken like a fucking true slave. So I just write back this very simple. And, in case any of you are thinking I'm impatient, a little off the handle, you see what I deal with. The minute I wake up to the minute I can finally fucking exit this place and get some peace. Then I have to wake up in it again. For how long? Well, as long as it takes. I'm not moving. Truth never does. It stays put. So I write this. They are not two different names. Yeah, I know you can't do much in the slave trap without the mark of the beast. That's the idea, eh? Uh-huh. Trap thingy. Capiche? All the merchants of Babylon need that to feed the whore Lucifer's reality. Best read my essays. Your mind is split in two between legal land, fiction world. Legoland. Bricks. They like to build cases, remember? All the little Lego bricks. From legal land, fiction world. And the real world, right? So you're split in two. Your mind is split in two between Legoland and the real world. If you want to play in the world of the whore, pay your masters. Render unto Caesar that which is Caesar's. Beyond this email, I can help no further until you figure out who you are by seeing once and for all who and what you are not. Legal name is a paper doll you give life to by feeding Lucifer yours. Threw it. Look at that. You threw it away. Bigger game afoot than playing house here, Oh, you be the mommy, I'll be the daddy. You be the lawyer, you be the... Oh, I want to play this as a star. Yeah, okay. Heads up. Your soul is on the line on this one. Kate. P.S. I don't debate truth. I accept it. There is no debate here. Accept or deny truth. Your free will choice. The test, as it were. The who can stand test. Revelation flag. So there's nothing more that I can say to anarcho. Yeah, anarcho? You might want to have a revisit on your path. Anarcho? What are you, an undercover agent? Anarcho? Oh. Well, it's easy to see where anyone is by pulling the cover off. The legal demon cover. Just rip the cover off. That's the apocalypse. That's the yellow cowhide, all Yellowstone at the rim hide. Yeah, it's playing out beautifully. So let's go to that. And then I'll get to the samurai and, of course, get back to the key of hell and show you how it's all about the family. Here, I'll do that one first. Yeah, nice one. I love it. Oh, my. Oh, you guys are hilarious. And for me, all I can really do is just keep making it so simple that even a retard can get it. And if you don't get it, well, I made it simple enough for a fucking retard to get this. Using a legal name is breaking the law. Now, you can switch over. Those of you that are in but not of Babylon, right, we're still walking around in this place. It's called, get along to get along. That's all it is, right? This is, here, I'll show you. It was in the I Ching today. When the urge hits, I follow the urge of my heart. And as soon as the thought pops in, well, it wasn't what I was thinking of before I went looking for something else. It just popped in. So as soon as it pops in, I go, oh, I'll go there. I change course for creation. It's neat when you just kind of go with the flow. Here it was, 49, co-revolution, molting. Funny how we were talking about mold and molting the skin yesterday, yes? Watch everything just play out in the now for you, and it's quite wondrous to watch. Above, the Joyous Lake, 2E, the Joyous Lake, T-U-I, right? 2, French, for U-I, it's not unemployment insurance, kids. This UI is different. This is the intention of all that is. The clinging flame, yeah. The judgment, revolution. On your own day, you are believed. You make of that what you will. Supreme success. Furthering through perseverance, remorse disappears. Yeah, how can I have any remorse or any sense of I didn't try hard enough? You see, when you're actually doing what you're supposed to be doing, finding yourself and seeing the nature of the soul theft that has occurred here, to awaken those around you, that's family. Life is family. All life is family. Even the Phoenicians pulled it all together when the family was threatened. And this is the family, all the family, humanity. The family, the true heart in life is threatened here. So I'm just pulling together for family. And I know others that are pulling together for family. Family is life. It's not a fucking name. It's not a meat stick. It's not anything other than life itself. Creation. That's where my gratitude lies, in the creation of creation itself, life. It's a pretty cool gift. I wouldn't waste it. Just saying. Fire in the lake, the image of revolution. Thus the superior man sets the calendar in order. Yes, yeah. Get your chessboards lined up. Connect your own dots. And whether others are, I know some that are tracking the now, as I am. We also understand that it doesn't really matter if you get it or not. As long as we're tracking the now, we see what happens in the now and just talk accordingly. The TikTok time, right? Time me up is, well, it is what it is. The lines, 9 in the 5th place means the great man changes like a tiger. Even before he questions the oracle, he is believed. 9 at the beginning means wrapped in the hide of a yellow cow. You might refer to that as Jason and the Archon knots. Not the ones tied up though, not the Dawn knots. We're the Archon knots. We're not the Archons. Okay. One sun, Yah. Way of the sun. Yea, sun. Way, sun. Okay. The clues are beautiful when you see them. Wrapped in the hide of a yellow cow. Well, there's the yellow ox-eyed. I talked about a while back. Yellowstone Park, the rim. The Yellowstone is the yellow hide. The yellow ox-hide there's your hide. The apocalypse, a leather covering, hiding, right? So here's where you remove that hide to put on a different one. Wrapped in the hide of a yellow cow. That's your golden fleece of truth. You are wrapped in the golden fleece of truth. You're wrapped in a yellow cowhide. The brazen bull can't touch you there. This is the allegory of being wrapped in the arms of creation, and not a hair, not an air on their heed will be harmed, because you paid attention. The change hexagram goes to 62, the Sayokul, preponderance of the small. Chan, the arousing thunder. That's above. Below, Ken, knowledge, keeping still, mountain. Seeing the modus operandi of the one mirror. You, mountain. That's the mountain you have to climb. That's the Alps you have to cross. Or you can stay in kibbutz and bills and eat there. What is a kibbutz? Well, look it up. It's very Jewish. Well, you're all Jewish if you're using a legal name knowingly, with intent to serve the profiteers. Getting down to the very bare bones and any tools that you have to help others. Yeah, that's a different intent. That's the intent to destroy this whore of Babylon, reverting that energy that was stolen back into the tool of life itself to destroy the evil. Yeah, remember, money is both good and evil. The only good use I see for money is to destroy evil with it. Supplies. Yeah. Well, that's the compassion of supple eyes versus supping L's lies. Supplies, which one do you want? Which surprise do you want? Yes, keeping still the mountain, the judgment, preponderance of the small, success, perseverance further. Small things may be done. Yeah, we just keep doing the little things. Great things should not be done. No. It's a very little thing. Legal name fraud. You're breaking the law. You call yourself a law-abiding, constitutional, Second Amendment honoring citizen. Well, then you should stop breaking the law. Using a legal name knowingly, or by omission or commission, knowingly or otherwise, is a crime. Now, by omission, the ignorant. Remember in Revelations, don't worry about them, because it's only the one shall awaken, the one in you. Okay? I'm awake. The one in me is awake. If but one shall awaken. Yeah, I know that. I am awakened. That's your job too. You are the one to awaken. And every time others awaken to this degree, this planet changes very quickly. In the twinkling of an eye. The flying bird brings the message. It is not well to strive upward, it is well to remain below. Stay grounded. Get your head out of the clouds. And don't worry, once you're grounded, that's where you get your wings, and you're flying. You see, grounded here is flying there. Grounded there is flying here, and all the literal monkey chatter. Entertained by the world's lustful delights. No rhyme or reason to it. It's just fun, isn't it? Yeah. There's no rhyme or reason, because the rhyme has been stolen. The rye, me. The Athen rye, me. Rhyme. Has been caught up by the catcher in the rye. The catch-22, legal name. All the energy of thought that you put towards that, in that construction, in that reality, is energy that is sucked from you to empower the very evil that's destroying you. Cut it clean. And it's just a thought. It's not a piece of paper. It's not a tax ID this and Dutch government that. No, please. Go back to fucking sleep. Climb in the grave. You already know the truth. Legal name is fraud. If you can't figure that out, that it's just the simplest truth, do you want to break the law or not? No, of course not. Here's the trick to it, though. Because once you're not of Babylon, you can never break the law in Babylon because the fraud is revealed. For what the fraud is. The legal name was a deception to steal your soul. Have at her, kids. Dance Lucifer into the fucking grave. Never another thought of feeding it life again. That's a good angle of attack, don't you think? I thought so, too. Yeah, the flying bird brings the message. The Ibi, Uru, Anibiuru, flying bird brings the message. It is not well to strive upward, it is well to remain below. Great good fortune. The image, thunder on the mountain. Oh yeah, we bang this mountain pretty hard. The image of preponderance of the small. Thus, in his conduct, the superior man gives preponderance to reverence. Surrender in all truth. In bereavement, he gives preponderance to grief. Yeah, no remorse. Not like I didn't tell you. Breaks my heart, but no remorse. Because I tried as hard as I could. I can't try any harder than that. There's no remorse there. And those that come home, that tells me that I tried hard enough. And those that don't, tells me that I tried hard enough. The difference is you make the choice, not me. Because I know I tried hard enough. It's a simple thing. Yeah, so in bereavement, he gives preponderance to grief. Yeah, that's a preponderance to grief. That's what I just showed you. I showed you where I am. In his expenditures, he gives preponderance to thrift. Yeah. Gone are the days of wanton waste. I do only that which requires the sanity of the demon. Keeps it off my back. What do you need? Yeah, whatever. It's like a dog sitting playing with a fucking toy. Oh, you want to be smoke? Okay, there you go. Woof woof, chasing its tail. Whatever. Not like I give a fuck. This physical reality's toast anyway. What am I holding on to? Nothing? Yeah, I'm not going to hold on to it. Are you kidding me? Oh. If the wee little demon meat stick wants a bowl of soup, I'll get it a bowl of soup. If it needs something else, I'll get it something else. But, it's on my terms, though. Just my terms. Needs a coffee, I'll get it a coffee. Seems to like that. Keeps it off my back. You see how separate this is? Circumcise yourself from the flesh, kids. There's only one thing that keeps that flesh in its dead state, and that's a legal name. This is the planet of Walking Dead. The very life illusion that is here was stolen from heaven itself. The piper's on the way. You better have silver coins on your eyes, kids, because you don't get across the sticks without them. And it's a choice of the heart, not a choice of the mind. If you leave it up to the mind, you don't even want to think about that. Truth wraps you in a yellow hide, a golden fleece, a golden, haloing. Hail lowing. The cattle is lowing. You remember the manger story? At the manger, manja, to eat humanity, or to eat truth, mana only. That's the humana. T. The color of the truth, in truth, humanity. That's what humanity is. It's not a meat stick. Okay? Jason and the Archon Knots, the seven voyage of bad sin, sin bad, relighting the inner seven can't L's. The can't do that, sorry, won't do that, L's of your law. Be a minor A. Be a minor A. Look at that. Be a menorah. A minor? Funny how music fits in here. The minor chord is the fourth in every hit song. It's easy. You heard it in Only Hearts. You heard it in Halfway Home. You hear it in, it's a standard 4-chord pattern. Major, minor, major, major. Minor, major, 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 minor, major, 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 minor. It doesn't matter. There's always one minor. That's the Ulster note or tone, right? It's always the minor tone. It's what gives a song soul. Otherwise, it's just a bunch of reason. D-A-G, D-A-G, no emotion. It sounds fun and happy and all the rest of it. I used to call the majors the happy chords and the minors the sad chords. It brought it all together, Have a listen. Journey. Think of the big hit songs and you'll see the pattern. It'll be a major... Well, here, hit songs of the 50s and 60s. Oh, Donna, those? I was out on a date on a daddy's car. That one? Yeah, they're all using the same thing. It's just a rearrangement of the same 4 chords. Right? So C, A minor, F, G. Typically, or you can use the minor forms. Anything that, you'll see it play out the same way. That's the heart. You've got to bring the minor chord back in, the A menorah. The Christ menorah is the 7 cantels within you. The 7 deadly sins of Sinbad, bad sin that. When you've conquered all 7 of your missions, all 7 of your candles will light. When you've removed the lust, when you've removed the greed, when you've removed the apathy and the slothful and all of the vices, the grips that keep your vi se. Vi is life, se of creation itself. If you're serving the vi says, well, you get what the vice says. That's the vi ices. It'll ice you over. Freeze you in time. You know, it's a lot like Night at the Museum. You know, they had the little dioramas. Well, that's what this is. Under glass diorama. Interesting, eh? Yeah, I know. It's pretty fucked up. Pretty trippy, you know. That's why you kind of go, yeah, I know, I get it. Anyway, the easy example is C, A minor, F, G. The minor chord of the heart string is the one you have to dig for. You know, the really feely one. You got to dig for that shit. That's the chord, or the chord of love, truth. No gestures there. One becomes surrounded by them. Eyes are finally open when you get there. Truth is the only path. Relentless pursuit of truth is the relentless, unyielding stance of creation itself. Stand there, creation meets you halfway and takes it from there. It's a true story. And just to show you, well, hey, look, large magma intrusion, Yellowstone supervolcano rim uplift. Yeah, watch what goes on in the world. Watch what goes on in the world. Yeah, it's a really good tune, talking about a revolution, Tracy Chapman. Unfortunately, Tracy Chapman is a star, so not my idea of a worthy thing for me. I like the song. I'd sooner see her, instead of talking about a revolution, actually being part of one in the legal name fraud exposure that which has enslaved humanity is the revolution. As soon as she starts singing about that, then by all means, post something without an anagogic objective set for it. See what happens to it. Poof. Into the vapor. Careful. I take truth seriously. Have you noticed? Here's something else, too, just before we get down to the next one. Aphorism 147, do not be inaccessible. It's one of the joys of my life. It doesn't matter where in my life I've been. I've always been accessible, never seeing myself as separate from anybody else, seeing as I had to get up and go pee this morning just like you did. Well, your morning's different than mine. I'm on Oz time right now. Okay? None is so perfect that he does not need, at times, the advice of others. Fucking right. I beg for it. Tell me your story. Tell me your story, and don't worry. All the advice I need is in there. You may not see it, but I'm looking at it from this perspective, sharing the life experience with you to see where we connect. That's all I'm interested in. Of course I need it. It's all I need. None is so perfect that he doesn't. See, the whole idea of thinking that you don't is so arrogant. It's so arrogant. None is so perfect that he does not need, at times, the advice of others. He is an incorrigible ass who will never listen to anyone. And I will be the incorrigible ass when it comes to literal liars. Right? But that's because I followed all of the, none is so perfect that he does not need at times the advice of others. It's because I followed that. So it's an oxymoronic statement here, feeding upon its own dragon. Careful, hey? So yeah, he is an incorrigible ass who will never listen to anyone. Well, that's not true. I will listen to truthers and liars alike. Prefer to hang out in the truth, based on the advice that I have got over the years from others, and myself included, you see. Just a better way to be. Even the most surpassing intellect should find a place for friendly counsel. Oh, fuck, I wish, eh? Sovereignty itself must learn to lean. Oh, yeah, baby. Lean on me. Yeah. Creation. Truth. It's the only thing I lean on. And by the way, it's not a debt. There's no liens there. See what I mean? They throw this shit everywhere. There are some that are incorrigible simply because they are inaccessible. They fall to ruin because none dares to extricate them. The highest should have the door open for friendship. It may prove the gate of help. Oh, no way. Fucking A. A friend must be free to advise. Yeah, I'm here all the time. And even to upbraid. I'll do your hair, sure. Without feeling embarrassed. Never. Oh, you'd probably look good in a French braid. You know, just saying. Our satisfaction in him and our trust in his steadfast faith give him that power. Yeah, truth does that for you. Have you noticed? Kind of gives you that power. You know? And that becomes the satisfaction in each other. Our satisfaction in each other and our trust in each other is our steadfast faith that gives us that power. I just thought I'd bring it all in instead of that singular shit that these dualists like to banjo around with, you know. One need not pay respect or give credit to everyone. Everyone? Fuck, I don't give respect or credit to anyone. What I do is I respect the truth contained in anyone that walks with it, and that's the respect. Don't think the demon's getting that respect just because you think it's all fun and games and, oh, look how special I am. Fuck you. I'm not talking to the demon here. I'm talking to creation itself, the truth. That's it. That's all. And indeed, one need not pay respect or give credit to everyone, but in the innermost of his precaution, man has a true mirror of a confidant to whom he owes the correction of his errors, and has to thank for it. Yes, absolutely. I thank truth, me and the truth, for that. I respect myself. Yes, I do. Who else am I going to thank? Someone that's told me a lie? Thanks. Because the only one that could ever tell me a lie and get away with it was me. I just stopped doing that. Much to the chagrin of Fluffy. Fuck, she didn't like that at all. No, she did not like that at all. Shut up. Sit. It's just the way it goes, you know? Yeah. One need not pay respect or give credit to anyone, but in the innermost of your precaution, you have the true mirror of a confidant to whom you owe the correction of your errors, and you have you to thank for it, and only you to thank for it. Not me, not anybody else. I'm thankful the key to the skeleton's closet, the bonesman's closet, was found. How about you? So in the grandest scheme of things, does it really matter where it came from? Who found what and who found... geez, if I was to go through a list of credits, it would be fucking never-ending. But I don't give credits in the fact that I am all that is you, and the creation and the mirror of self and you collectively. To stand in only the good ideas, the benevolence, the peace, the love, and the destruction of evil itself. That was just a fucking good idea to me. Always has been the good idea to me. Didn't like bullies. Got picked on a lot. Wasn't a very big kid, you know. Didn't make me a wimp, though. I always reached my fuck I've had enough moment. I remember, oh, well, here we go. I'll show you a life experience of yours truly and how tolerant. Well, I have the taller mind. Yes, I stand above it and go, yeah, well, it's not what I would do, but whatever. You feel like you need to call me names and all this other shit and, you know, jab me in the back with a pen or, you know, and laugh and make fun of and ridicule and, you know, just because I was me. And I was no different than any other kid in school. No, I went to class like everybody else, and you know, hang out, had friends, and carried my books and did my projects. I just like everybody else, minding my own business, whatever. And of course, there's always bullies that like to show up to make their business my business. Let's call it a creational test to see what I could put up with. Yeah, I was in grade 3 at the time. Or grade 4, rather. Was it grade 3? I was Favrin, grade 4. No, it was grade 4-5 split. I was in grade 4. I got it. Okay, yeah, because it was a switch up halfway through the year. I was in the grade 4-5 split, and Paul Boyd and Kevin Embry were a year older in the upper grade. So it was half the class grade 4, the half the class grade 5. And the grade 4 is always, whatever. But, being in grade 5, you were the bigger kid, right? So these two took it upon themselves to be a right royal fucking pain in the ass for me. And right up to that point, I didn't even know who they were. I didn't really fucking care who they were. I wasn't in the same grade. I hung out with my own, grade and friends and whatever. But these two liked to pick on me a lot. I remember it was best cub of the year. And it was in the newspaper, whatever, and it was brought up into class. And later on, they were saying, "Oh, I like the cub hat. It's got the 2 little holes. Is that where they stitched the hat to your head?" And this kind of shit. Just real demeaning couple of bastards. These two were just a fucking right royal piece of work. And then one day I'd had enough. They were a lot bigger than me. Not a lot, but enough. And there was 2 of them, right? So I used to go across the street to my Aunt Jones for lunch. She had an apartment building, lived in an apartment across the street from the school. So it was easy to, 20-minute walk home. It was 5 minutes across, grab lunch there and, hang out there and go back, whatever. So I'm on my way out across the back of the school, and these 2 jokers follow me out. And they're mouthing off behind me, just a few feet back. And they got closer and closer and started shoving me, and I was just walking, didn't really care. It's like, whatever. And then I hit my break point. That's when the Nagasaki went off. And this fucking kamikaze right arm swung around so fast, didn't see it coming, and I caught Paul Boyd right square in the face, and I broke his nose. Dropped him to the ground. Kevin stood there in fucking utter amazement. And I just walked on. Got up to my aunt's second floor out the window, and Paul's still on his fucking knees. And Kevin's standing there. Needless to say, didn't make it back for school after lunch. Kevin was very quiet. Never heard another fucking peep out of him. Never heard a peep from anyone. Because I'd had enough. Found out years later, Paul took it upon himself to walk out in front of a bus. Got iced. Whatever happened to Kevin, I have no idea. But these are little things that you can look back on and see your own resolve, see your own you've had enough point. And I discovered, looking at myself in all of these different scenarios throughout my life, how absolutely patient and tolerant I have been with so many. So many content to pick away at this, pick away at that, pick like a fucking tick, picking away, creating little sores, draining benevolent energy, where all you offer is truth, where all you've ever offered is the sharing of your own ability to create and have a good time doing it. No stars in my world, you're all stars in heaven, you see. You see, I'm not going to be a starlet for Lucifer. I had many opportunities. I was talking about one earlier in Nashville with Vanessa here and whatever, and a lot of these things. You see, the legal name makes you a star. As big and as small, as great and as small as you think you are. But regardless, that little title, from going from master to Mr. or Miss to Mrs., it's a very important concept change, isn't it? Certain arrogance with married people over single. Well, you wouldn't know because you're not married. That kind of arrogance. It's the elevated level of self-importance, Elsie. Lucifer create. Elsie. And it's the L-I-C. In everything and everyone that doesn't see themselves. And like I said, I'll do my best. I'll tell you what is, and you'll decide what you think is and what you think isn't all you want all day long. And that's got nothing to do with me. So don't hate me for it. Hate yourself for it, because that's where the hate begins and ends with you. If you hate outside of yourself, that's the mirror you need to look in yourself for the things that you need to change, accept about yourself, and finally, change your own course. Start making the right choices, knowing that there isn't one where truth is concerned. You do that, well, you're a star in heaven. I will never be a star in hell. I will never be part of their history, part of their story. No, where the truth is concerned, where they have denied, that truth is removed. Once and for all. It's a very simple thing. It's just a very simple thing. Where was it? Patience. For many of you, in truth, you have no idea what patience is. I know the ones that know what patience is. And we have had lots of patience, haven't we? I don't have patience anymore. You're the doctor. Heal thyself, physician. The doctor is out. It's one of your 7 dwarves you have to sort out, Doc. And stop being so bashful about it. Walking around in a happy-go-lucky literal matrix, all dopey-like. Makes you all sleepy, and of course when someone tries to wake you up, you're fucking grumpy as all get out, right? Well, there's your 7 dwarves. Sneeze that out. You see, the sneezy is the Gnostic, the nosy one. It's all about the nose with sneezy, isn't it? So take it nice and easy. Chill. Because when you chill, you become white hot. And the lies just molt away from you. And you put on the new golden fleece, and you shine a little bit. They really notice you out there, don't they? There's something different about you. Yeah, you've got your golden fleece on because you've done your 7 voyages of Sinbad. You've done your Jason and the fucking around nuts. You've danced with Scylla and Charybdis, haven't you? The many-headed Hydra, the literal matrix. You turn one way or the other, they're going to pick you off one by one, or fucking take your whole ship down in the mouth of the Charybdis. Devil in the deep blue sea, all Davy Jones Locker-like. What are you, a monkey? You know that monkey's dead. True story. Follow the now fractal and you'll see what's going on. It's a very, very simple trick of the tail, you know. And all you have to do is flick that legal name tail off of you and start writing your own story, dragon. Because that story's dragging you down, where this dragon has wings and is trying to help you fly. It's your call, and it literally is your call, your harvest. That which you call will always be your harvest, and I only call upon truth. Sure, it's the only thing that sets you free, don't you know? It's a bit of a rumor. It's been going around for fucking millennia. Might want to pay attention to it. It's a good rumor. Legal name fraud felony is another good rumor to get out there, eh? Best do your best to start peeling off the shit. Mentally, again, this is not a physical game here. You get far more done in the mind than you ever will trying to toot around filling out this form and not to tell people that you already know who you are, which is kind of stupid, sort of contradictory, isn't it? Because as soon as you know who you are, you know exactly what you send. Here, fuck off. Legal name fraud, I'm not a criminal. And it stops right there. That's where the ram gets the head butt up the ass. And they're going to be staring at Uranus, heaven, while they got their head stuck up their anus, hell. At least you know what Uranus you're orbiting. Remember, with them it's all about shit. Loo, go into the loo, are you? You want to take another shit, have you? Muckrakers? You moonraker? Muckraker? Was your head made of cheese? Well, the moon is. Well, cheese, keys, say. It's a nice little trick. Life create. That's why they keep telling you the moon's made out of cheese. If you think if you think the moon's made out of cheese, guess what? They've trapped another thought. Key say. Oh, life creates. And that gets transferred into things like moon eye, money worship. You know, the pyramid shit. The all-seeing eye. Get you all nicely trapped into their symbolisms and their symbology. Got you living in the kibbutz, and all they give you is bills. Kibbutz and bills, kibbutz and bills. Gotta get me some kibbutz and bills. Yeah, Buffalo men Bills, yeah. Fuck, didn't OJ play for them? Yeah. Doing a little time, are you, sweetie? That's what I thought. Dumb fuck. Just madness. Just madness. Let me know when you've had enough. Yeah. Had a good chat with Christ over. Yeah. Here, just see, these are the kind of little anecdotal conversations I don't mind, because I know someone's playing ping and pong with me. It's not ping, 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 ping. Would you lift up the fucking paddle and play? You know? I'm not going to play ping pong with you. Don't fucking hit the ball back. You know how I play. Truth. Truth ball, truth ball, truth ball. Lie, fuck off, smash. And I'll just smash it right through your net. Lies? Oh, yeah, they don't get past me. I smash them. Yeah, where was it? German Wings, this is where it started. German Wings plane crash. Co-pilot wanted to destroy plane. Yeah, your ego, id, entity, legal name, wants. That's the demon. That's attaché case file to you that you carry around your little case files, your attaché case. It's a spiritual handbag. It's a thought in the spiritual handbag you're walking around with. If it's in your handbag, if it's a thought that's in your handbag, that's the luggage of the camel you need to unpack. You know, the Jesus turning the tables over in the temple, that's not a physical thing. That was the allegory of the concept and the physical effect to show you spiritual logic of what you need to do. Turn your tables over. Yeah, indeed, the co-pilot wanted to destroy the plane. Yeah, I've used this allegory many times. So I write, yep, they need sacrifice to operate the CERN gate. They're starving now. The magnets failed, etc. They feed on life outside the physical, the living field itself. You're the conduit. You're the pole switch, the reptilian switch that allows them to suck from creation itself, consciousness itself, parasiting itself. Yeah, time to close that door, don't you think? I thought so too. So Chris writes, or Christ, whatever. I know who you are. Yeah, C, unconditional love in the womb. Co-pilot. That's the right kind of. I don't have pilot here. That's the wash the hands thing, right? No ponchos, no pilot. Everything's uncovered with me. So it's more like the re-row. Co-creatively, we row, re-row. Re-row, row your boat. Yeah. So, here writes, oh dear, how sad, poor things, never mind. You will all have fun with his, you will have fun with his name, Andreas Lubitz. Yeah, I already got that. Lubitz and bytes, kibitz, and you'll see it shows up in a sec. So I wrote that, LOL. Lots of dots today, big ones. He writes back, hilarious, or she, I have no idea. Doesn't matter to me. Hi, he, she, it's all good. Hilarious, haha, so good to be able to see it this way. Isn't it? Isn't it just awesome when you see what's really going on? So I wrote back, yeah, pretty fucked up place this, eh? Said, looking forward to seeing your dots. Well, that's what I'm talking about tonight. You see, this is the thing, and this is, I've talked about this before. Get this idea. It's a big one. It takes beyond faith to see this. You will question everything, every step of the way. And it will seem so big, but it's not. That's the resistance. That's the muck you have to fight through that's got you trapped in the Ohm's resistor, creation resistance. You're the resistance. You're the resistance. It's a singularity. So stop resisting the resistance and get resisting the resistance you have. Push against it. Ebb flow. What are you, a magnet or a spark? I'll go with a magnet, thanks. Yeah, as he writes back, the view is fucked for sure. Yes, beyond faith. I like that one, thanks. Yeah, you have to go beyond faith on this. That's the leap of faith, is everything you see to be true, and you go, wait a minute, I don't see anybody else doing that, but it's true. Do I want to look different and be different? Yeah, well, I'm a tranny, of course I do. So it's kind of my nature, right? So I just step into it, and judges bow and shit, and cops run off live on air, and people still don't believe me. I don't fucking care. I was there. You believe whatever you want. You want to believe in the legal name delusional matrix and go to hell as your life consciousness is snipped from creation itself? Go ahead. I have no remorse. I've done everything I could. And I will continue to do everything I can to the degree that I see it as, for those that will not accept it, is pointless. And no remorse there. You want to jump off a cliff, it's sad to see you go, but, excuse me, that life, that stays here. Thanks. See ya. So I answer, yeah, how many times have you asked yourself if you were nuts lately? Sort of thing. Yeah, then you simply see it is what it really is. And it really is this trippy. So I said, okay, kind of went from there. Wow, this is some trippy, yeah, but it's true, because I see it for what it is. And to see it otherwise would be kind of insane, don't you think? No, it can't be that. Yeah, it is. No, yeah, it can't be that simple. Yeah, it is. Judges don't buy. Yes, they do. Cops don't. Yes, they do. Everything, yeah, it does. Truth and creation make sure you're looked at. Yeah, it does. All these things are true. Hard to believe, though, eh? That's when matchstick meat sticks. Yeah, so I said, okay, I'll go with the truth on this one. Thanks. Nut check, ha, 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 ha. Recently, not many times, I am all good with our type of sanity. Yeah. It's nice in your kibbutz back, eh? No more bills? Yeah, I know. Fuck's sakes. Prince Bills, Prince Will I Ams. Oh, yeah. Last will I am in Testament, is it? Yeah, it was that only question that sets us free, though. The one that says, am I nuts? No, cops couldn't be fucking everybody over. And no, they're supposed to be the good guy. Oh, wait a minute. You mean they're not? Oh, yeah, you go through all of that. You can go through it one layer at a time if you want. I'll just tell you what it is. It's a game of demons and angels versus saints, lights of heaven. It's entirely that simple. I'll just spread it out from there so you can see the fractals. But it really is that simple. Yeah, it is pretty trippy. Trippy, yes, and I don't even smoke bongs or stuff. Haha, well, maybe you should, hun. Stop by for a bowl of cereal here. Anyway, everyone looks like this is starting back, everyone looks like they're going left, and you know what's a right turn? Battle of the Mental Bulge, sign-switching thingy. You see, in the movie, in the story of the Battle of the Bulge, they sent a group of English-speaking Germans dressed as American soldiers parachuted them in behind enemy lines so that they could go and switch road signs. And, there's little kid, he shows up at the road sign. Wait a minute, that says going that way. No, I just came from there. It's over there. And, of course, me and a handful of friends decided to go down that road to find out what's going on. And sure enough, it's a bunch of fucking infiltrators dressed in American uniforms trying to blow up a bridge. Or make sure a bridge wasn't blown up pretending to be the demolition team. That's what's going on here. The battle of the mental bulge sign switching thingy. When you see that thing that everyone else is doing going off in that one direction, the same direction, don't be fucking following them. It's a bunch of cattle herd. And they haven't heard a thing. They're still the hooers. They still don't even know that Horton exists, let alone fucking hear them. That's the Horatone, Horus, Christ tone. For anyone that's claiming to be Christ stunned. Yeah, that's the Christ tone. Horton hears a who. You know, it's not just the Dr. Seuss. Yeah, it's time to heal your Christ, Zeus. Hey, Zeus, sort out the lightning bolt. So he writes back, a question of sanity indeed. Always knew the insanity was there outside. Then that wonderful key came along to help us. And we know what that key is, don't we? Legal name fraud felony. Big one, isn't it? Yeah. Here's my answer. Skeleton key opens all the closets of Satan. Click. Don't waste time, Dorothy. One click does it all. He writes back, I just loved your analogy. If you pull a switch in the literal, such a puzzler. Yeah, well, at least now you know where the switch is, so switch that fucker off. Rip that reptilian brainstem, fight, flee, freeze, liar reality from you, and lose the fear. Yeah, that's the transmitter, receiver for Lucifer. That's the dimensional hole that got ripped into the DNA. A very tiny little hole, if you look. Barely 256 E. coli strands away. That's how big it is. 256 DNA strands. So small you can't even see it, but now you can see it. I just had to be your microscope to take you down to the smallness and the greatness at the same time. You see, if you're caught in a physical illusion, how the hell are you going to get down that small? Well, you got to go and have a look. Leave the body behind. So at least now you can see how your reality was fucked with. Yeah, indeed. Three-pole switch. Take the other switch out. And here's the thing. Once you have your own switch back, what are you going to sit around in the fucking dark? You're going to turn it on. Yeah, you turn it on. That's the light of heaven. It turns on forever within you. It's a Revelations thing. You should learn to read the Bible. It's a good book. Because they are the self-proclaimed bonesmen, aren't they? You know? Skeleton key, bonesman. Yeah. Yeah, he writes back, open the closet door, all the skeletons fall out. Ha ha ha, yeah, bonesman. Indeed. I'm here to rattle their stolen rib cages. That's what I'm here to do. Yeah, that sounds like fun. Can I join you? What do you mean join me? You're already dancing with me, for fuck's sakes. Look, I'm right here. Oh, yeah, there you are. We can play xylophone. Yeah, you remember the cartoons? Yeah, the xylophone came up the other day, too. It's kind of funny. Perfect. It works in perfectly here. With them come up with some new tunes, indeed. Yes. That's how well you already do. Every time legal name fraud, bone rattler snakes its way through their closed T's, closed lines. Oh, yeah. Closed truths. How about this? Clausettes, CLAWS, hyphen. Oh, there's that hypotenuse, ETs. Oh, yeah. Hyphen? Careful what that is. They might be confused with the hymen, breaking your virginity and all. Keep that one closed. Keep your legs closed. Place the blue pill and the red pill between your knees, kids. You'll never get fucked that way. Clausettes. Clause? Santa Claus or a clause in the contract? Ets. Yeah, there's your escape clause. Oh, clausula rebus sic stantibus. You just got to rearrange the letters a wee bit and you'll see it. Bunch of Klaus Barbie dolls. Yeah. Look at the allegorics. Clawless and toothless now indeed. Yes, Chris. Yep, and flightless. Yeah, co-pilot. Silly ostriches. Austria aches. The Alps, French, Austrian Alps, they're all part of the Alps. Swiss Alps, Austrian Alps. They're all the Alps. Just different blends of dog food. ostrich Alpo, Swiss cheese Alpo, little Frank Alpo truth, frankincense, Frankenstein. Put that in your cup, Frankenstein. Drink that. Life itself. Bunch of Alpo dog food, yes. Dog food indeed. Jews and moon eye worship. That's all it is. City of London, Jews the merchants, Shylocks of Venice, City of London, Londonium, Fortress of the Moon. You got a legal name. You might as well call yourself fucking Goldstein. Yeah. Wahlberg. Any of these. You might as well fucking... if you're going to have a legal name, you might as well make sense of it and make it Jewish. And that's got nothing to do with cultural belief or anything. These people have swallowed the biggest fucking lie of all. What, they want to turn around and make these people that have been abused and used? I know some very beautiful Jewish people. Friends of mine. Get along just fine. We're able to have some really deep conversations in a neutral position. Yeah, they weren't all sold lock, stock, and barrel on the whole fact that they were Jewish. They were just kind of just what was going on. And then I met the other ones that were absolutely out the fucking door, blow the Palestinian child in the face, Zionist, Israeli fucking defense force murdering types. The elders of Zion, Talmudic, kill the Gentile types. Well, they just killed themselves. They're the Gentiles. So they have to follow their own Talmudic law, you see. They are not circumcised of the flesh as per the covenant to creation. They are soaked in flesh. That's all they are. It's flesh. And they're flesh eaters. Dinosaur, thesaurus, all the same to me. Yeah, Jews and money worship. Legal name says you're a fucking Jew. A Shylock fucking Jew of the lowest Talmudic murdering Gentile order. Christ killers. Christ crucifiers. And that's a collective concept, not an individual opinion on any individual. If you're caught in the construct, that's your business. I just tell you what it is. It's a program, monkey dick. It's a program that will keep you, in demonic form, wanting to kill others to keep you in demonic form in an ever-ending, well, it's fucking toast now, but, it's time to change your paths, don't you think? Just saying. Enough of the kibbutz and bills. You've been eating too much of that fucking poison ostrich alp dog food. Matches your dog tags. The other meal that dogs love is going over to the litter box and eating shit out of it. That's the literal shitter box. Yeah, the shitteral literal. It's all the same shit to me. It's of the flesh. Are you a flesh eater? I think not. Well, you can be if you want. Like I said, I'm at that preponderance of the small in terms of thrift. Very, very thrifty. Very careful of the flows to the benevolence and those that truly need, because they are in the need of truth. And when you need the truth needs you, yeah, guess what? Truth pulls through. Time's up. We got 20 minutes to roll over. BTR listener 054, if I recall. Yes, thank you, love. All right. You make it so easy. Thanks, love. Talking to all of you, but hey, whatever, Thanks, love. BTR listener 054. Phone-in number is 347-637-3265. It's on the screen. If you can't read it, you're fucking blind. I'm going to play Halfway Home for you. I want you to hear the major, minor, major, major. It's capoed on the second fret in the form of C, A minor, F, G, which is D, B minor, G, A. Okay? in the open tuning. But you'll see it's all the same to me. Did I have it up here halfway home? Oh, it didn't. Find one that they've all got it. That's just here comes to mind. Listen for the minor lifts in this. Be right back.
Since you've been around here, and no one's counting, but it's got to be other than someone else. What brings you near? Can't say that I recall anything important, nothing at all. Not one single tear, at least that I recall. You had your back turned when the rain began to fall. Not so much as a memory comes to mind, not so much as a postcard. Delivered in time. Have you forgotten that you were once mine? When will I see you again? Will I ever see you again? Can't you see what you've done to me? Of a dream you can't see. Not so much as a memory comes to mind, not so much as a postcard delivered in time. And have you forgotten that you were once mine? When will I see you again? Will I ever see you again?
Yeah, that one actually has three variations on the minor. Standard. Let me just go back through it. It's a 3-chord is the minor. So in standard form, it would be for the chorus. You'll find this if it doesn't show up in the main body of the song. You'll always find it's where the song changes its direction. It might only happen once in a song, but it always happens. Most of the hit songs, are all based on the major, minor, major, major 4-chord structure. That's the house that songs are built on. Here, where is it? Let me just grab it. I'll show you what I mean. easier to show and tell. Guitar, got one. Might as well see if it's tuned or not. Okay, let me see. A little music lesson to show you the anagogic of creation itself. This is, it plays out in everything in your reality. Everything. We got about 4 minutes and 1 second to roll over here. So, again, the number, 347-637-3265. And BTR listeners 054 for those who want to call on Skype. All you have to do is hit 1 on the dial pad. Let me know you want in here. So we'll get one mic open that's there. And, get the party going here. All right, so bear with me, guys. Okay. Oh, better get the cable on a bit tighter than that there, love. It's been a while. I don't pick her up much. Close enough, right? Different song here. No, that's the one. Yeah, it's an A minor 6 to a D minor. It's not D minor. That'd be a sus9 probably. But anyway, the idea is here's the chorus. It's a G D much, not so much as a memory to the A minor. C major comes to D. Mind and then to the G. So here the chords go like this. You'll hear the minor and you'll see that's where the music takes a change of course. And what it does to the second major is it aligns the second one back into the melody. It's beautiful to watch. You watch it. There's no words for it. It's just this beautiful spiral of creation. It's wonderful. Not so much as a memory comes to mind. Not so much as a postcard delivered in time. See how it works? So the song takes a turn, but it comes back on itself. Just like a samurai sword is built with the metal folding upon itself, until, see, this is where you get your true metal. I was going to bring in the allegory of the samurai, so let's bring that in here, and then I'll talk about the Cave Hill. My uncle Eric, the the R.E. Chunder, R.E. the Most High Chunder, Monkey Chatter, and my Auntie Marseille Hunter. Oh yeah, don't worry, I got this up close and personal when I was burying my dad. Something was very different during that visit. Yeah, they didn't like the idea that I was let me see, how would I put this? So adamantly against their fucking monstrous satanic, what they called Christian beliefs. Very, very. I had never seen this in their eyes before. So I've been looking for that connection. Where does it connect? And I'll tell you where it connects. It connects right on the fucking Cave Hill. Because the movie Closing the Ring, or Close the Ring, I think it's Closing the Ring. Look it up. It was shot in Toronto, Hamilton, very close to me here, and of course on the Cave Hill in Belfast, because that's where the B-17, B of God, in the physical crashed, and all 10 on board were killed. So I had to bring that back to life. I had to bring creation back to life there. So I'm going to, this is my Lazarus raising the dead. Watch how it's done. You do this with everything that you see in this reality and putting these fractals together. So how is it directly connected to my life experience? Well, my uncle Eric, Eric Hunter, you will see in the credits of the movie, he was the ambulance driver in the ambulance scene. after the plane movie where the plane had crashed, and of course he drove ambulances his whole life. That's why he was given that. He was kind of the dispatch guy in, draining life from others through the ambulance service. The ampule ents, the ampule of life, right? So again, I look where things are being served, where they are serving the most archaic, most archonic draining places, hospitals, league courts, government offices. All of these are life-draining points. Washington Direct Current Point, they're obelisks. These are all points that point in one direction to take all of your life force and life thought, energy into this construct and suck it down into the black hole. If you can envision the most evil entity clinging with little claws, just one claws, right? One claw at the side of the abyss of it going off into oblivion forever. That's where we're at. Snip. Okay? So I had to circle back to find my full circle. I wrote a song about full circle, remember? Anyway, I had to circle back to see where the alpha and the omega was. Why? Where is it going to show up in my own life experience to connect these dots? And of course, through Gulliver's Travels, Jonathan Swift, we talked about the collapse of the electronic stuff. This is going back a while. But anyway, all of these fractals are unwinding, because these are all the delusions and the delusional intellectual matrices that Lucifer has piled upon all of you princesses. Fuck the P. The mattresses were piled on you, princess. Okay? Creation herself. So I stripped all the mattresses off. And of course I saw, given that side of the family, staying at my cousin Carl's, you couldn't make this up, my other cousin Mark, on the boy side of things, Mark Hunter, I am. Carl L, the spirit breath Lucifer Hunter, yes I am, in the mirror of it. I am the hunter of the R.E. Chunder, monkey chatter, yes, Eric Hunter. And of course, Marcy being formerly a Thompson, switched teams. And of course, she's the last one. The two boys are gone, the oldest and the youngest, and the one in the middle is Marcy, the monkey in the middle. So I look at all these things and how do they connect. And there is the closing of Saturn's ring, Orion's belt, all of these rings, Lord of the Flies, getting collapsed in one moment called closing the ring, and I had to connect it to something connected to me. To snip it. There's the B17, the B, the 1, the 7 lit cant L's. Now you're the decanter of wine, giving the truth out, and only the truth from this perfect, blazing 7 flames, 7 vices conquered minor A chord that changes the course. Now you've completed your heart. It was all major this, major that, major the other. You just needed to find the one minor to dig deep enough into your mind. Little Chinaman joke, you're in charge of supplies, Katie. Okay. So I'm down at the bottom of the mine, my new job in charge of supplies. And there you all show up, and little Katie jumps out and goes, supplies! And of course, now you know what China syndrome is at the bottom of the mine, burning right through all of the shit. And of course, there I am with all of the supple eyes, the compassion I have. But I have none for those that sup L lies. No, I will shut your fucking gob, the gobstopper of gobstoppers, in that moment, and you will know me. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. As only I can know myself. True story. So there's closing the ring. Big one for me today, yesterday, last night. Of course, it was off the air. Oh, fuck. Wow. And I was like tracking it. It was like, oh, there it is. It's like Soul Tracker, I'm playing the game of Soul Tracker. The legal namers are all playing the game of Man Tracker. And here the guy said, well, I'm going to go online and notices all the bank accounts, everything in his whole fucking legal, illusional dead life is on the screen. How'd they get all, how'd they get that all sorted there? Yeah, well, it's easy to man track the dead, demons, isn't it? That's why you can't track me. You can follow the truth, You have to Google Kate of Gaia, and that'll track the truth, won't it? That's all I track. I don't care how you get here. Hi, guys. How's it going? You'll love this try when I get through it. Come on, who's jumping in here? Who wants to dance? We got 4 minutes, 16 seconds to roll over.
Hola.
Hello, Kate.
Hola.
Hello.
Hola. Yeah. I'm doing pretty good.
Good. I was kind of wondering if any of you could string a fucking sentence together or not, but all right, there you go.
Yeah.
You know, hi works. That's, well, you can go beyond that. I kind of got that. Being a cheeky cunt here. Come on, guys, loosen up, will ya? Fuck.
Hey, Kate.
Hey, there we go. That's better. That's a better energy.
This is Koza. First time caller.
How
Koza
nice.
from Facebook.
Well, there you go. I'll tell you what, because I love doing this. It's about fucking time you showed up. Where the fuck have you been?
Oh,
Jesus,
I've been here with you.
Yeah, do you know that you were almost late for the Last Supper?
Yeah,
right,
I love you guys. I love
all
you
right.
guys.
Look at us holding a spot. Look at us holding a spot for you. Look, you fucking showed up. We needed it filled. Glad to have you.
I am so happy to connect with you today. Finally, I made it, but I'm with you every night. I listen to your shows, runs and reruns. Really fascinated with the Phoenician interpretations. I myself speak fluent 5 languages, but
you must be having a right
thing
dance.
blows my mind.
Honey, you are, if you are fluent in 5 languages, you must be tripping right out on Phoenician.
I'm tripping every day. And
it's a good thing I only learned 1, eh?
Yeah. Well, I finally found that I kind of find my home with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing ever resonated with me better than what I hear. I've been listening to you for a year, so.
So the mouthy tranny isn't so bad after all, you know?
No. I don't. Yeah. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to listen. It's a lot of fun to listen to everybody else's contributions, and finally, I really came to the conclusion there is no other way. There's absolutely no other way out of this mess.
There isn't.
It's
only
clear.
One path. There's only one way out, and you found it. Look at you.
One way out.
Show up.
Well, I'm so happy that I finally made it. I had a lot of problems with the internet connection. That I was trying to get you on the phone. Then I have been, working, and then it's just, it just kind of never happened. So today I said I will make the step. I want to connect with you.
And boy, that was tough, wasn't it?
That was. No, I wanted to do this for a long time.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel like you're talking to someone important like David Icke or Queen or something, right? Right?
No.
Nor should it. It's kind of the whole point of this, you know. Because I'll tell you what. Do you know who else is glad you're here? Every fucking one of us.
Yeah. It feels so good.
To a level
it feels so good.
when you see the level of what I just said, yeah, we're all happy you're here. Thank God you're here. Thank creation itself you're here. Every one of you is. Every one of you is a. That was close moment for me. Yeah, by the time you showed up, that was close, wasn't it? Where do you see how close you came? It feels that close, doesn't it? Yeah. Where do you guys see how close you came to missing this?
Yeah.
Then you'll measure your whole life in an instant, and you're going, holy shit, and it's only going to be the last fucking second that counted. Watch.
Oh, you know, I have to tell you, I've been kind of watching when you switched. I kind of saw it coming to the point where you switched the name to Emma from Kate, because I felt it. I felt it, that it's building up, and I've been there because I've been an instructor myself way past, you know, in my heydays, and I understand when people start kind of idolizing you instead of seeing themselves. So I saw the moment.
I want to reinforce what you just said, because you brought in the quad there. I'm going to show you the quad because, and this is going to, when I say this and you continue, you'll see why I said this. You don't know whether Kate's showing up, whether Emma's showing up, whether Katie Emma's showing up, or whether Emma Katie's showing up any night now. So that's the breaking of the, you're not quite sure, so don't put a label on it, because I guarantee you only I will know who is going to show up.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. And plus, my mother's name was Emma, so I kind of.
Oh, there you go. Oh look, we're related. You must be of the family. Yes, truth. I know you are. I know you are, and so am I.
And my mother thought I was special because I was born on December 25th.
Yes, you were.
And,
yes, you are. Yes, you am.
Yeah. And I always high expectations. Everybody put on me high expectations, and I never understood why. And I was thinking,
here, do you want the joke of your reality? You want it? Here it is. Was it not a big enough clue that you were fucking born on your own birthday?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. Look at me fucking 6 months earlier. June 15th. Oh, right, I had to connect you to me. Oh, that's right. The Magna Carta, the law of all that is, know thyself, so that I can turn to you and say, do you know why you were born on December 25th? Because you had to be born on your own fucking birthday. So the Christ is risen. Thanks for showing up and making that anagogic connect. Show off.
Oh, but, okay, we are both smoking dragons.
There you go. Little wouldn't do dragons, wooden dragons. I were the gentlest of all the dragons, but fuck you, light us up, we're the most deadly. It's true. The calmest and the most ferocious. You choose. Which one do you want?
I could see the dragon in you too.
Oh yeah, bro. I got wings, baby. You see, Lucifer is dragging your dragon down, so you're dragging yourself to hell. Stop dragging your ass and start firing up and dragging the dragon's ass around with a little legal name fraud exposure. It makes these goons, these demons, run hightail faster than you've ever seen. This is the power you wield. Go and play, will you? You have the truth, the sword truth. Go and slay a few hydras. Go have some fun with it. It's fucking hilarious.
Yes, it is. I posted on Yoko Ono's Facebook, the losethename.com. Never heard a response, but I keep posting. I say, you want to have peace? This is the way to go. Okay,
wait here. I'm going to show you a heavenly moment. You ready? So there's you standing beside me at the gate, and Yoko Ono shows up, and I'm going to look at you and say, that one's yours. Check her ID. And then she's going to come up to you, and you're going to ask her, who are you? Well, I'm Yoko Ono. Really? Oh, you got some ID? Oh, yes, I do. And I have bank account. Well, see, now you can say, listen, you don't remember that Facebook post that I put on your Facebook? Remember that, Yoko? The loser name. Oh, yeah. Sorry to tell you, but sure enough, fucking tell you. See ya. Please tell me the remorse. 1 second, honey. Tell me the remorse in what you have done. Look at you trying to save Yoko Ono. What a blessing you are.
Oh, not really her, but... No,
stay in the anagogic with me. Don't go literal on me now.
Okay.
Look at you in that benevolent aspect trying to save another who has the illusion of being a star in Lucifer's reality, to bring them home. Look at the compassion you did by telling them, go to losethename.com, legal name fraud, you're killing your soul. And now you can look Yoko Ono, starlet, in the eyes, and tell her the same thing that I would tell her. It's as she's yours, hon. You contacted her, I didn't. You'll look her in the eyes and say, sure, didn't we fucking tell you?
Yeah.
There's no remorse there. Because you did.
Yeah.
That's what truth does. That's what love and compassion truly does. And whether they see it or not is no longer your concern. It is no longer yours. Don't hold on to the guilt of it. There is none there where you have given the gift of life itself. Move on.
Yep.
Easy peasy.
I've been more happy posting stuff left and right, but my friends on my Facebook, they'll ignore it. And I said, fine. Plant the seed. If they don't want to see, fine. You know. But
it is what it is. It is what it is. Creation sorts it out. Yeah. I just let it go.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Well, there it is. Ego. Lead ego. Let it go. Lead ego. Ego led. Yes. Eagle head. What are you, bald? Fucking bald eagle? You know? E-A-Gull, you'll swallow anything in creation. That's what an eagle is.
Mm-hmm.
Makes you kind of Gulliver's Travels, gullible-like, you know? Then you end up on the top of the cave hill, click the link to read it and go, oh, look, fuck, Uncle Eric was in that movie. I remember him walking around with his little Oscar. You know, they made a big deal of this when I was over both times. 2008 with my dad, of course, he was fresh out of the movie, so it was little Oscar. And in my cousin Carl's house, fucking multi-millionaire, you know, one of those landlord types, buys up land, fixes it up, and then sells at ridiculous prices and rents shit out, feeding and parasiting on the people of Belfast. That's the Hunter family line. Has gas stations and stores and stuff, and big fucking mansion that, you know, me and the girls stayed in. That's family, right? And when I needed family help, certainly family help wasn't there at all. No, you're on your own, mate. Fuck you. Oh, okay, fine. You're on your own, mate. Fuck you. Cuckoo clock on the wall, that was grandest. You couldn't fucking parasite the boat or anything enough, could you? You couldn't steal everything from the Thompsons enough, could you? Could you? You see, that's what hunters do. They go out hunting on prey. Well, I pray. I pray the hunter.
Oh, that's so funny. I have a friend, and her name is Hunter also. And I stay away because she's been parasiting on everybody, including me.
You see,
so
I had a big clue with tartan, you know, being of the Thompsons in that literal allegory, able to wear most of the Highland tartans because the Thompsons were the lawmakers and law keepers that united the clans, brought all the clans together and established, you know, golden rule, if you will. The worst crime you could commit was not coming to the assistance of another, if there was a crime being committed. If you were found to be able to intervene to stop a crime or to make others aware of it and you didn't, you were hung on the fucking spot. Now, the criminal, they got a trial. Because chances are you don't know what kind of frame of mind they're in and desperate, needing food or whatever. So you had to sort it out to see how you could help them. Right, that's what a trial is to see what do they need to be helped to stop them from ever feeling the need to do that. What do they need to understand about themselves? And if you haven't got the wherewithal to step in and help, to help steer them, to help stop harm, to help eliminate, destroy evil, that's the most heinous evil you do. That is damning the Holy Spirit itself. It's a big no-no in the Bible, apparently. You know, so I kind of take that one seriously. Really seriously. That's source life itself, so I don't fuck with that one, right? And of course, the tartans are referenced as the normal family tartan or the hunter tartan. It's the ones that it's a coloration. The Thompson has got the hunter, of course, the hunter green, the blacks, and some blues in it. It's what a huntsman. It's the camouflage kilt, basically, for the family. That's the hunter version. Now, the true family version is red, white, black, gray. That told me everything I needed to know. The red for the emotions keeps you in the gray. Better get black and white in this, kid. Then you'll know the law. The true law of knowing thyself. And that's the only law I am here to uphold. Heaven's law of know thyself. Kati. The spirit in the law of truth of consciousness, circumcised of the flesh in all its forms, all of its attaché cases. There is nothing in this or of this world that is me.
talking circumcision, I have a 25-year-old son, and I fought so hard not having him circumcised, and I went through hell for 20 years.
Yeah. Well,
just defending my standpoint.
Well, if it wasn't bad to be a legally registered Jewish kid in any hospital you ever came out of or home or any registered legal name is all Jewish, right? That's why they made it, circumcision? Are you kidding me? Like, oh my God, look at you, hon. Thank you. Look at you. You're as smart as a lot of moms and dads. But don't let that one hold you back to watch. Because until the legal name is exorcised from you, the demon exorcised from you, from your mind, body, and soul, it's a thought thing, not a paperwork thing. Get that, guys. Just get that. Just change your mind on this. See it. You don't have to do anything. Oh my God, panic. Just see it. You are legally an uncircumcised Jew. That's how they took the evil and swapped it out on you. They're making you their uncircumcised bullshit, their flesh, by thought agreement from source. Close the dimensional door. Change your mind. Slam it shut.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good job, hon. Good job.
Comes great freedom with that thought of not being in your legal name.
Well, I'll tell you, it's nice to know that another mother and father out there decided that they wouldn't rip the clitoral hood off a masculine-looking daughter.
Oh, yes. Yes. And, it was so funny when my son was 5 years old. He used to tell me, Mom, you're my dad.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it.
From the mouths of babes, the truth. Look at Emily, what a perfect, she gave me the only clue I ever needed, EA. And I knew it. I didn't know why at the time, but I knew it. I knew it, because it was coming from straight from source consciousness. And of course, being of the Arion, of the, I don't have to explain this to you. You know what the Arion is. The heart of the Most High, coming from the Arion. What do you expect? It's very hard for demons to interject on those. That's a Christ line. That's why you are awake. That's why anyone tuned in right now and is getting this is awake. It's because you are of the Christ bloodline, the true line of creation, not this bullshit blood and DNA shit crap they have going on down here. No, this is hell. And this little zit is getting pushed right through. Push on through to the other side. Yeah, it's going through, and it's one big filter. Freeze frame.
Yes.
But here, you can look yourself in the mirror and stare yourself in the eyes on this. You can square off on yourself and look as deep as you can into yourself, and you can say this. If you can't say this, you need to learn how to say this. Yes, I am doing and have done everything I possibly can to bring life back to life itself. Sure didn't I tell them? Sure didn't I tell them? Sure didn't I tell you? And that's all you need to do. If you said that once today or yesterday or whatever, that's the moment you can say, yeah. You can square off in that moment. And there's nothing I love more than being able to square off with me. I don't need a mirror on a wall. I am my mirror. Yes. I must answer yes, mostly. And there's times I go, but then I have to look at this. The demon loves to play. So what do you mean? I'm doing everything I can. And you slacked off a little bit. And I said, no, I didn't. Because I saw at least a dozen fractals unfolding during that, what looked like I was slacking off watching something because I felt like doing something just to maintain sanity. Is that okay? You see, when you get to the point of literally justifying your own benevolence, that's a beautiful, humble place to be. That's a humble pie of humble pie. I love living there. Because you see it. That's when you see your own heart. Of course I do. Of course I do. You know? There's not a waking moment I can't escape this. There's not one waking thought that I have and have had for years that this is all my focus is on, getting this game out of here.
Yes.
You know, it's I got a better idea of creation, you know? It's a lot more fun. It involves a whole lot more guitar playing too, I guess. I don't know, whatever.
Oh, I guess. Well, I'm a visual artist, and I've been working for theaters, mainly all the professional theaters, and I got so sick of it because it's all egos running around. There's no creation whatsoever. Creative people being stumbled on, and it's not important to me anymore. People ask me, why don't you paint?
Do you want to know why? Oh, you're going to love this. I'm going to use the paint roller on this one, all right? You can look at it, and remember, I had the Songwriter Cafe, so I got to see a lot of these egos. I know exactly that which you speak of. Oh, God, they love themselves, don't they? Anyway, it's like this. Here's what it's like in the Hollywood starlet or government. Anything that involves the caste system of climbing up over someone else's back goes something like this. Well, I only had to suck that many dicks to get this far. How many dicks have you sucked to get where you are?
None.
Right. See, that's the thing, you know? Because if you're able to do it, it's just for fun. It wasn't for any stature, you know? Just get over it. Okay.
I'm running away from Lucifer so I can get fucked.
There you go, right? But that's the world of legal Lucifer. The world of, well, if you suck this guy's cock and eat that girl's snatch and fuck this one over here and do that, we'll give you the general manager position.
Not me.
You know, okay, Bob. Yeah, you know, but that's humanity. Look around. Oh, fuck, they love their titles. Oh, honey, I just got a raise today. I'm now the general manager, and I get to fuck everybody in the office. You know?
Oh, yeah, right. Not me.
And then, of
Not
course,
me.
honey,
They try to...
I was going to say, honey turns to hubby and says, well, geez, how many cocks did you have to suck to get that job, honey? Well, only 58. Lucifer's 13, you know?
Yes. Oh, God. Yeah, they try to steal everything. You know, when they try to they try to put you down, even steal your credits and everything. And it's like, here you have it. Fuck off.
Yeah, here we are trying to eat humble pie, and they're trying to eat hump L pie. You know, hump day. It's all about fucking with these people. It's got everything to do with Scorpio region, you know, toilets and loos. Yeah. Winners and losers. Have a look at it. Whiners and losers is the game playing here in the duality. You know, that's the thing about truth. When you choose truth, when you chew on that cud, oh yeah, it's pure milk and honey. And nothing. You look like a genius. Everyone thinks you're so smart because you're right all the time. But it's true. It's because truth is right, and not me. I just agree with truth. Leave me the fuck out of it. I just thought truth was a good idea, and look what it does. It makes you right all the time. Fucks the egos right up, doesn't it? Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the power of ego in me. Watch this. It's a powerful little... I like using the demon to go and kill demons, but the power of ego in me is this. Here's the conversation between me and Fluffy. The once and for all conversation. All right, Fluff, let me get this fucking straight. You like being right all the time, right? Oh, yeah. Because you fucking hate people that debate. Yeah, I know. Yeah, me too, right? You know that a lot of the stuff you're talking, all of it was all bullshit, right? At one point? Well, no, it is. I can show you. Watch. Look. Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah, see, look, you're right again. So if you don't mind, just sit this one out, because if you like being right, I got the helm here, because everything in truth that I do in truth is always right. You know that, right? Right. See? So we get along fine. See, even the ego gets to the point of seeing it as pointless to argue with being right all the time. And you get that moment within you, and it's a very profound moment. It's like you look at it, and then you, of course, in the self-observation, go, fuck, everyone's going to think I'm a right fucking smarty pants and think I'm a fucking know-it-all, and that I won't always argue. I know, and it's all the, yeah, I know. I know, it looks that way. Totally does. It's nothing like it, but it just looks that way. I'm just telling you what it is, and I don't care what you think it looks like. I just told you what it is. So if you think it looks like something else, you might want to have a little talk with your own Fluffy, because apparently you still need to be right about something that you're wrong about. Me, I just chose to be wrong about everything and let truth be right about everything, and that just better. Don't you think? It's all logical, all Spock-like. All Spockly. Spockly like from Boss Tone, you know? You know, what's about getting stoned with these people? Estoned, Estonia, Bostonian, Estonian, and Sly Stallonian, Family Stonian. You know, it's all this shit. I don't know. Yeah. Look at the little starlet. Starlet rhymes with Harlem. No, harlot, but close. Same idea.
Yep. Yeah. I don't argue with anybody anymore.
Yeah, no,
they don't want to hear what they want to hear. I don't argue. Waste of my energy.
Well, yeah. Here's if you want to play around with that one, you're not wasting energy on this at all. Actually, if you want to actually feed on it to bring the energy back, that's where when you get the fluffer under full control, there's nothing. And again, you're coming at this from a completely compassion. You are compassionate for the sake of compassion, not just compassionate. Like you are all that in a bag of fucking chips. Compassion. You don't want to see anything or anyone hurt, right?
Correct.
Ever. It just doesn't fly with you, you know? It's pointless. Harm life? Why did you do that? Oh my God. You know, so there's no question of your compassion that we have been ruled by, because it's like, oh, the poor wee demon, fuck the poor wee demon. The poor wee demon has been told, sort it out or fuck off. The sorted evil out or gone. It's not a tough call, is it?
No.
There's the cliff. Go walk that direction into, blissful whatever, creation source itself, or jump off the fucking cliff. You'll get right stoned doing that. And don't worry, I have lots of Jews down there throwing stones at you, trying to accuse you of this crime and that crime, that no one can accuse you of any crime you've never committed because you haven't committed it, and the only one that would know you had would be you. So you're the judge, jury, and executioner. Put yourself on trial, and how many times have you watched a movie where someone's in, they've done something wrong, and then you think, oh my God, they're in for that long? And then you see them 30 years in, the movies, Escape Alcatraz and stuff, and you feel, well, fuck, man, he's not ever going to do it again. But they hold you and hold you and hold you, right? Okay, that's the Luciferian construct of making damn sure that you hold on to that evil. Here's the game, how it works. You have committed a wrong. Let's do murder one, soldier-like. Okay, regardless of the little meat suit costume they wear. Okay, murder is murder. You kill another, it's murder. End of. Pretty clear. Took another's life. Okay, now that soldier, was it a willful intent from his heart of hearts in his normal day-to-day base of operating thing to do? Let's say if he was working at the local 7-Eleven versus. No, it's not. However, there are quite a few that would be their normal thing to do. I mean, they're going to be, a murderer is a murderer is a murderer. I'll give you an example of, soldiers committing suicide because they took a life. They can't live with it. That's an example of an innocent child destroyed by evil itself. You have someone that's in the military that served, and they come out and they start talking about, oh my God, we're killing people, and I just feel, and they're getting a word about their own, the crimes that they were part of, and they're making it known. That's a difference. That's a change in course. Not only is it an individual that has been guilty of these crimes, but they're now going out of their way to stop it from ever happening again. So there's no fucking point in, executing them in that most literal sense. This is why it balances out. Because what they're doing now is getting the word out as to why it needs to stop. That's a change in direction. That's going the other way. because they had seen and were part of, never wanted to be part of, based on what they were told about what they were supposed to be doing and representing, which was absolute bullshit and lies anyway. So they were deceived the instant they were asked to sign up. So the fraud's revealed at the sign right here moment. And those that do have the willful intent to go out and, you'll hear the stories, I want to get the militaries and go over there and shoot me some fucking ragheads and kill, They're fucking gone.
Easy way out. They want easy way out. They want somebody to give them a paycheck, and they don't care what they need to do for it. So that's not even human.
No, they're
not even human.
Yeah, they're mercen. Oh yeah, Mercury. Oh my God, Mars in Aries. They're the Mars and Aries. Jesus.
Mercenaries. Yeah.
Mercenaries. Mars in Aries. Mars and Leo. Hang on. There's a big fractal in that. It's going to rip fucking Zodiac to shreds. I can see it. It's beautiful. Mars and Aries. Mercenaries, Mars and Aries.
Mars and Aries. Huh?
So war in the mind. War in the mind. Fuck, it was right there in front of me. Sorry, it took me a sec to see the literal. Anyway, yeah, it's right there in front of you. Mars in Aries, which means the war in war. Aries, the ram, or Aries, the god of war.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where it ends. And it begins and ends. And when you choose to go into that line of work, not because, your family's poor and they pick on the ghetto kids and everything else and lure them in like, little fish. They do. They lure them in. And then you have the others, typical hoods and whatever that want to, hey, fucking right on. They're taking people, with former criminal records now and everything. Yeah, they fucking that's how desperate they are, that they now have to bring in their own fucking murderers to do the murdering for them. And that puts the crime back upon themselves. Sheer madness.
Yep. Sheer madness. Murder is murder.
Now, someone that changes course, having done that, it took life. But now what they're doing is trading off their life to save other lives to add upon that, so that the sacrifice is not lost. Because that's what this world is about, sacrificing you. Because the instant you get sacrificed is the life source, complete life source that is pulled in to keep this fucking demon hell alive. Without life, it is death. So we're pulling all the life out here. All the lifelines are coming out.
Yep.
You want to stay in the back. Yeah, we're unplugged. I don't plug that one in. Makes you all plugged up. You feel all concentrated.
I love it when they try to put the plugs in you.
Yeah.
And they get electrocuted.
Yeah. You see, this is one hole in the dike that can't be plugged. See the allegory? Yeah, sorry, you ain't fucking this girl. This is one dike you ain't fucking. You ain't putting a plug in this dike. No gushing the truth. I'm just gushing the truth.
Yeah, this bitch has balls.
Oh, yeah, boy, they took a beating, I'll tell you that much. Literally, figuratively, and spiritually. Yeah, for those that don't know, the Jane Doe experience was a result of a 1.5 centimeter cyst on the right bale. Yeah. You want to talk about manifesting creation? Oh, yeah. You want to talk about sterilizing yourself? Well, long story there, but it's nothing gory, nothing gross. Nothing involving scalpels. It's all involving mind and making the whore moan.
Exactly. Yes.
Oh yeah, she moaned all right. Pluto got a little Death Star look in his eye, Get it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Death Star is the wrong will on the right side, the right kill on the wrong will. Right testicle, if you want. The test I call. Well, don't worry, it's harvested. Jane Doe was born from that cyst. So use it. I insist. It fucking resists everything. System.
I love it.
Lucky you didn't have to take a swift kick in the nut, eh? Fucking painful. And it damn near killed me. I was within a day or two of full-blown septicemia, full-blown blood poison. Oh, yeah. A little knock, knock, knock on heaven's door, but I didn't care. I was still at the helm. I didn't care how much it hurt. You didn't hear me bitching much, did you?
Nope.
Yeah. Yeah. You know when it hurts to walk? Hurts to breathe? That didn't stop me from being on the air, though, did it? No. No. I let the divine feminine 15 take care of that 1.5 centimeter cyst and obliterate Lucifer out of my world altogether. Lucifer's already dead in my world. It just showed up that way. If it shows up in one, guess what? It shows up in all. It's a fractal. Connect to that dot, and it's already, there's your Death Star blown up. The Battle of Endor. Oh. We took the shields down, right? I was looking for the Death Star. I found it. There it is.
Well, I want to share with the table what I found today. Just going with the flow. I Googled fractals of truth among the lies. I love Google. Click. Enter. What's the first thing that pops up?
Legal name fraud. Bulletproof.
BTS. Love it.
Look, that's way better. That's even funnier. It gets right to the point, doesn't it?
Exactly.
So what was it? What did you Google, and what was the answer?
Fractals of truth among the lies.
Oh boy, nothing like number one coming up, eh?
Bingo.
Shouldn't I fucking tell you? BINGO, BINGO.
Now to make sure.
And bingo, the dog was its name. Bingo. I mean, holy shit. Even the Beatles couldn't make fucking East Indian music popular. You want another fractal connect I had going through my head today? It had to be with the Nikki Nine Doors. Nikki Kelly, Lorna Kelly. Lorna was in my grade. Nikki was a year younger or two younger. Remember the East Indian girls in the very white Anglo-Saxon Presbyterian school where we had one black guy in African sense, black in the Trinidadian sense, East Indian, two East Indian males, two East Indian females in the whole fucking school. And guess what? Other than, well, Nikki was younger, they were all my friends. I hung out with Laurel Mahatu, Surendra Maharaj, Gay Smith, Lorna Kelly. Those are my closest group of friends. Funny that, eh? And I was looking to see how the Northern Ireland NE connection came in, the Knights from NE came in. As you remember, the Air India, their Air India AI, artificial intelligence, knocked out of the air, and of course, Lorna and Nikki's mom was on that flight. And then I recalled today in the drift, meeting her. I'd forgotten I had met her in school, where Lorna came into the class one day and brought a sitar in. Very freakish instrument. She could play sitar, and I thought it was an awful devilish-looking instrument. And the vibes and the notes that came off it, yeah, it was, had its music thing, but it was always to me, even the Beatles couldn't make sitar popular. George Harrison fucking tried and failed miserably. But to me, it was always a grating, like almost like playing guitar with bandsaw blade strings. I
was going to say with a sandpaper pick or something, yeah.
Right.
It's eerie, yeah.
Well, because you don't hear too many sitar number one hits or getting Emmy Awards and stuff like that, right? And one of the things that came to me through Adolf and his wife, I worked with them years back in a pizza place. He was from, might have been Austria, Hungary. Anyway, we were talking about music one night. I was only a teenager. Working there, we were talking about music the one night. And I remember him distinctly making a very strong point about it, about English music. You know, songs sang in English. He says there's something about songs in English that doesn't matter what language you speak. They have their own poetry and flow. And well, it's because English is the Babylon coming back together. That's why. Right? It's the fractal language, the Humpty Dumpty language that's coming back together. I've talked about this in the past, being angel speak. It's the angelish. It's what the angel wants to speak. It's angelish. So what they exposed in the Babylon of Angle-ish is the entire fractal of how every other one of our languages it was always this one, and every other language is simply a fractal out of it, now coming back. And someone who speaks 5 languages, you probably see a lot of the correlation in English with these other languages where you see the words in English, you know, where their roots were in the other languages, yes?
Yes.
You know, it's one tree. What we've been doing is climbing out all the branches of the languages, and what I did was went to the root and said, wait, they're all connected in English, obviously, because it's the only one I really speak fluently. I speak a bit of French, got some, you know, odd words here in German and Portuguese and Spanish and Italian and Greek and whatever. And Chinese, and very limited in scope in all of them, but I know all I need to know in any one of these languages to tell me the same story I'm telling you anyway. So I really didn't have to do that. And I do, like Bambi, Ninja Bambi, Rose, she speaks a few languages. So it was always beautiful to see her excitement across the languages, and like others that speak too, like Bindi and others, seeing these things or and connecting them. You know, Italian getting connected and French being connected. French I can do a fair bit of connecting on that one. But Spanish and all of these things, and you start to see them all as one connected, as they were all leaves on a tree now coming back to seed, back to its source. And that's what angel man speaks. So it has to be the complete opposite of what truth is, and you will find all the lies there. And that's English works for me. I find all the lies in English. A lot of lie-me's in there, I'll tell you. But that's the here's an example of a lie-me, a City of Londoner. Oh, you won't believe what happened today. Oh, okay, I won't then. You must be a lie-me. You're lying to yourself because you don't even believe it. So why would I? Right? That's what a lie-me is. It's not. You know, it can be used in the allegory of sailors lacking vitamin C, unconditional love, the vit mine, the life that is mine of unconditional love, vitamin C allegory. And they brought limes on board the ships to get their vitamin C alongside their Rome ration to make sure that their neurons are separated. Yeah. Your neurons aren't supposed to be separated, eh? That's where you sit. You see how you're divided? 2 neurons? Cannabis is the one that puts the piece back in each neuron. Alcohol is the chainsaw that cuts through that. Cuts through all of your neurons. Separates you even more. The very few neurons you still have connected are getting sawn in half. That's why, you know, for me, no problem having a glass of wine or maybe a beer on occasion. But I'll tell you, I more than make up for it with either eating or smoking cannabis. Eating is the fastest way. It heals real fast. And you can do that in cookie form, brownie form, whatever, or in a salad, grind it up as a spice and something to eat. You know, why not? You put oregano in, why not put cannabis in? It's got its own flavor. It's got some really funky colors in it, too. You know, because what happens with consciousness that is taken from us and literally taken into the grave, it's now in the ground. It has to show up in a crystalline form because the truth can never be hidden. And you will find that truth contained within the crystals of the psilocybin, the spores. the last stop for life must be in terms of spirit, must be the first start point, the alpha, for the physical, the seed itself. True or false? You can look at any tree and go backwards in it and put it back into its acorn, like an oak tree, yeah? So where did the life come for that? Well, it came from you, through the grave. So what happens, though, the fruit, the true fruit, the crystal, the consciousness that has been solidified, will show up in the psilocybin, dimethyltryptamine, that is in everything on this planet. Proven fucking fact. Where does that come from? Life itself. And what happens is, if you think of one DMT trip as a flash drive with a certain amount of memory in it that you plug in for whatever number of minutes, and you get a download. The consciousness and the memory of all that is comes back to you. And the best part is, once it comes back to you, it can never be taken from you. And you don't need psilocybin or DMT to do this. It definitely expedites the process. Iboga, like off the charts. But you earn that one. You really fucking earn. You go through hell on that one, physically. There will be a point that you reach that you wish you were fucking dead. It's a very brief moment, but it's a very real one. It's like, fuck. I hope this isn't. Oh, I'm gonna fuck. Oh, I was gonna kill him. Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah, you go through it. And then when you come out the other side, you're going, yeah. Was it worth it? Yeah, it was worth it. Would you do it again? Well, not if I didn't have to. But you have to do it once, in that sense, right? You don't have to. I mean, these expedite the things. That's why I was on the trail of all these things, It's like, give it to my key. Fuck, I'll eat anything out of the life cereal bowl. It's my key. Of course I will. Mikey loves it. Didn't you see the commercial? It's telling you the truth. You just have to hear the. You see, that's the thing is, well, how do you think that's separate from you and your consciousness? It's in your consciousness, duh. Did you see it? I guess you're part of it, huh? Best change your mind on this stuff. Yeah. The samurai sword.
I found a word today, and a meaning that I had no idea ever. Rut equals the mating season for deer.
Yep.
Or a groove furrow tracking the ground. Oh.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to be a Rutger or hooer. Like a little starlet up on the screen. Because here's the thing about all these superstars on the screen. I just see the story for what the story is, and there are certain representations in this creation that, I don't know if they're a demon or not, that I'm certainly not going to worship them. I do have, I look at them like teachers that teach an idea, better than others. That's all it is. It's just they make the role more believable, so that I can see the experience of it. So again, I just look at better teachers than others, and everyone has something to teach. It doesn't matter what kind of movie I'm going to watch. B-level teachers or A-level teachers, doesn't matter to me. I was going for my A and O levels anyway, right? So it's an Irish thing. Yeah, ordinary levels or advanced levels. So you had to write your O levels before you could write your A levels, and I was just about at the point. I was in the fourth form of writing A and O levels, university entrance. I was 14? That's not impressive. That's normal over there. That's normal. You come over here, it's like fucking snail pace. It's like driving a Ferrari and then getting into the back of an AMC Pacer with a driving instructor driving here school. Like Ferrari there, that here. It's like it's fucking. I was bored out of my mind. Minor niner, I was grade 13 material. You fucking kidding me? And they dare have the arrogance to skip me a grade in math. Oh, good. This is only 3 years ago, or 2 years ago. My physics teacher in grade 11, I got there November, we came back here November 1st, 1978. There's All Saints Day again. April 1st when we first came here, April Fool's Day. You can't make this shit up, by the way. Anyway, November 1st, 1978, we landed here. And that would be September, October, and I didn't get into school for about another 3 weeks, so it was almost December by the time I got into high school, and I already missed the first whatever. I think I had 2 weeks of spares because I had missed the shop. They had trimesters for shop classes, and it was the only one I missed was automotive. Right? That was a guy thing. That was fucking penis stuff, and they said, "Oh well, here you're in this. All right, whatever." It was kind of mandatory, and of course I had to take shop because drawing was part of it. It's weird. I had to do shop classes to do what I like to draw, design stuff. Weird, eh? But anyway, yeah, I was be 14 and a half at that point, not quite. I was probably fourth form. We went into fifth form, which was all university prep. So I was a year and a half out of university. I'd have been in university at 16. All paid for, no less. You see, when over there, that's why everything changed. I don't know what it's like now, whether they're paying for it or not, but over there, you earned your university through your grades. It's just how it worked. It's a caste system. You see, and here's the problem with the one-room classroom is you have the kindergarten and the grade 8 all sitting together, and they're all the same age, but they're all whatever, and that doesn't matter. You can look at kindergarten to grade 8 in the same way that you can look at 3A, 3B. It would be 3B, 3A, 3G2, 3G1. 3G1 being grade 8, 3B being kindergarten, in the social strata of things. The kids that were in, 3A and 3B were the guys that were going to be working in the factories, down at the shipyard, shoveling coal, delivering stuff, names on their fucking uniforms and stuff. That they were considered the broom pushing class. It's how it's structured, guys. This is what it is. Pure and utter bullshit. But here's the problem with it. Because when you have all the grade 8s and the kindergartens in the same room, it's about courtesy to figure out, well, hey, listen, we all have great ability. No question you have infinite, all the same ability of all that is. That does not separate you from me. That's all that you are. What you choose to be is how much muck you have in the fucking way. And you're the one that has to change the muck patterns, not me. I can show you how to do it and make it real easy for you, and you'll look like a fucking genius doing it. To every intellectual, quote, genius, unquote, Einstein piece of shit moron out there, you look like a fucking genius, because you are. You found the genie within, the true Genesis. You are the life, the way, and the truth. Try walking it, and you'll see. Just look for the lines.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, hello.
It's Rachel. I got something that I'd like to put to this. My husband went to college. He was in Sir Sanford Fleming College in I can't remember where it was, Sault Ste. Marie. And he was a machinist.
Okay, 1 second. What is the objective here? Because it started subjective and it hasn't changed yet. What are you trying to show us here?
What I'm trying to show is what you're talking about, how they look at certain people in the school system and see something there.
Okay, now I have the eyes to see it because I can see it from where you're looking now. Okay, that's why you say the objective, so I can see where you are, so I can look at it with you. Go ahead.
Right. Okay, he was a machinist. He wasn't your white-collar going to be a doctor, but he was on the dean's list. and that was the first time in Sir Sanford that they had a machinist, a tradesman, that went to the dean's list. And he was brilliant in math, brilliant in science, and they seen all this. Even though he didn't educate himself in that, they seen it, and they were trying to pull him in. At that time, he didn't even show up to school. He left. Yeah, he actually left before graduation, but they put him right on the dean's list. He had 4.00 grade average.
Here's an example for you to prove you right. My own dad was a millwright machinist.
Mm-hmm.
You know, got his trade in Belfast at what's the school called? Mount Collier. Yeah, Mount Collier was a trade school. It's the same way, like, well, if they look at College Heights, kids that aren't smart enough for school go there. Okay, my dad should see him. You should have seen him draw.
Mm.
You know, this is what gets wasted in these programmed caste system bullshit. Find the gift that the gift is. Develop the gift, and only that. Because you each have a gift to give. All of creation. So don't keep it to yourself. Because that's what Lucifer does through the legal name. He keeps that gift all to himself for him and Jezebel to drain your creation source from while you pursue their bullshit instead of your own dream.
Well, he didn't even go into it with the aspect that he was going to be this brilliant machinist. He went into it because he had a deep love for Harleys. And he started pulling parts and stuff out of the dump when he was 13 years old, and he had his first Suzuki, and that had an old 4.5 trike by the time he was 19 years old. Yeah, so and that's the reason he went into it.
Well, he's the tinker. Right, you have the tinker, tailor, sailor, you know, he's the tinker. The tinkerer, the Tinkerbell.
Yeah.
The tinker of creation.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, the tincture of iodine. You dine on your own.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Yeah.
Here's another example of exactly
he knew who he was.
Well, that's it. Now, this is why, and I'm going to come back to it again, because we got to break this subjective habit of coming in, assuming that we're all looking from how you're seeing it. An objective, stated objective is to tell me and everyone, this is for everyone, and like that's why I'll always, this is my objective. I've already stated it, to show you how to see the objective. The objective so that I can, well, where are you looking at it from? What objective are we looking at here to show? And as soon as you tell me your objective that, okay, well, I want to show this in regards to how the caste system showed up in my life experience in the same, exactly the same way, entirely different than the same thing that showed up in yours, from a different life experience that was exactly the same in a variation of an allegory. Right? Same story, different allegory.
Yep.
So the observer states the objective to say, okay, I see what you see, and I'm going to show you that I see it using a different story, using the same objective.
Right.
So that I can share eyes with you. See, we share eyes when we do this. When you state the objective, it's saying, hey, this is how I see this particular thing playing out, and this is why. What do you think? What do you see? And show me how you're going to see that. And you state the objective. And when you're just flying together, you never have to state the objective because you know where someone already is. All right. So this is as soon as you start stating your objective, then what you're find with me and others that don't worry about objectives because we already know your objective because you're already there. And when you make your objective known, what you do is you literally step into this, and you never have to state your objective again. Because I think it's pretty clear, sarcasm, that my only objective here is to expose the truth, to show the truth to them, and destroy the lies. That's pretty clear, I think. And that's all.
Yeah.
Lucifer used every trick in the book. Here's what Lucifer forgot. I write that book. No longer Lucifer's to write. I write my own. Tricky, huh? And guess what? You can't read my mind. You can't read my heart. if you don't have a heart of your own. That's why you can read my mind, guys.
The only other thing about the 80s is you had to have fun, but you had to be cool.
Okay. I like it. Kind of funny how that popped in. I don't even know if they know their mic's open, but that's all good. That was a beautiful moment. We got about 4 minutes left here, guys. So, what is it?
Hi, Kate.
Hey.
Hi. I wanted to share something. Actually, I think my objective is I wanted to seek your advice because this involves the Jane Doe -755 motion and the way that I.
Honey. Okay, one sec. Where's all that sound coming from, guys? Mute out on your end, please. I can barely hear it. One sec. Got it. All right, there you are. Okay, we only got a couple of minutes here, and I'm going to say this one more time. What you need to be doing is not coming on with 4 minutes left in the show. You need to have your hand up first to get in so that I can spend the required time, because this is another issue that I have with the demon, in that it will leave you without an answer because of this. So I need you tomorrow, if we're here, tomorrow, to get your ass on the table early. I want your hand up first tomorrow, and I want you talking, okay? Because I can't help you in 3 minutes.
Could I send you an email?
Nope. You're going to come on this fucking table and sort it out.
Bye.
Okay.
That's how it works, okay? I love you this much. You come to this table, sweetie, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right. You need to help everybody as well as yourself here. And I know how we can do it together. So come fly with me and we'll take you home. Fair?
Fair, yes.
I want you free of this demon, sweetie. And we'll do that tomorrow. It's going to take about a half an hour, I think. All right?
All right.
Don't let me down. I'm counting on you. You be here, okay? I will. I'll be here. I won't let you down.
I will.
Don't let me down. That's all I ask. No contract there. This is for you, not for me. This is for you, because I'll tell everyone the same thing I've said all along. But if you need it to be for you and special, I'm more than happy to be of service to creation. Absolutely. Okay?
Okay.
All right. That's how we do this, guys. We do this together. To be accessible to all. Yes, absolutely. So let's be accessible to all the time. All right? I told you Emma Kate showed up tonight. Yeah, see the difference in energy? Oh, I don't know who the fuck's going to show up tomorrow, but we'll figure it out when we get there.
Good idea.
I think it's a great idea. I like the way you think. Funny, you have the right idea. We all kind of think the same stuff. Isn't it neat? That's what I thought, too.
Yeah.
I love it. If you can't see your sunshine, baby, pray. I can. And I'll prove it to you. If you can't see it yourself, I'll prove it to you. We've been running from the boogeyman for too long.